One, two, three, four. I probably shouldn't say this, but at times I get so scared when I think about the previous relationship we shared. It was awesome, but we lost it. It's not possible for me not to care. And now we're standing in the rain, but nothing's ever gonna change until you're here, my dear. The 7 things I hate about you. The 7 things I hate about you. Oh, you're vain, you're a game, you're insecure. You love me, you like her. You make me laugh, you make me cry. I don't know which side to fight. Your friends, they're jerks when you act like them, just know it hurts. I wanna be with the one I know. And the 7th thing I hate the most that you do. You make me love you. It's awkward and silent as I wait for you to say what I need to hear now. Your sincere apology. When you mean, I'll believe it. If you text it, I'll delete it. Let's be clear. Oh, I'm not coming back. You're taking 7 steps here. 7 things I hate about you. You're vain, you're a game, you're insecure. You love me, you like her. You make me laugh, you make me cry. I don't know which side to buy. Your friends are jerks when you act like them. Just know it hurts. I wanna be with the one I know. And the 7th thing I hate the most that you do. You make me love you. And compared to all the great things that would take too long to write, I probably should mention the 7 that I like. The 7 things I like about you. Your hair, your eyes, your old.
I never started. Wait, music too loud. I never. What the fuck? I just started. Yo, where's my banner? No, where's my? Oh, drop for. I'm right here. I didn't go anywhere. I swear to God, I'm right here. I didn't go anywhere. I never go anywhere. You guys know that. Hello. I'm not going anywhere. Hello, how are we doing? I had a whole quick quip remark thing. I swear to God, it was gonna be hilarious. So first of all, I always sidestep chat in the beginning, but I will never sidestep support in the beginning. Thank you, DJ Holloway, for $10 towards sweet potato fries, even though I find them to be poison. I find sweet potato fries to be the vein of my food existence, honestly, and I understand that DJ Holloway, the one who told me about it, thank you so much for the $10 towards sweet potatoes and a better life. but I think that they are truly like a culinary like excuse. I think they're a culinary like destruction. Honestly, I do. It's like slave food, okay? It just feels slavey. I don't know why. It just feels slavey. But thank you to Holloway towards $10 or $10 towards sweet potatoes and a better life. Thank you. I just woke up no more than a half hour ago. I'm not kidding. Like, I was so sleepy. I wasn't even gonna stream today. I was not. But why would I just not do that? It's, first of all, it's my fucking job. Like, let's just get everything out the way right now. This is what I do right now. So I don't make excuses on it. I woke up a little late. Guess what? I have a show to do. I was gonna hold off tomorrow, but oh no, it's all good. That sounds like quitter talk. That sounds like bitch talk, if I'm being honest. That sounds like real bitch talk. Oh, you know, I could just skip because I'm tired. First of all, you see this fucking shirt I have on today? I couldn't skip today. Look at me. Y'all thought I was gonna skip today? This was the fit. This shit look like one of my paintings. This looks like I painted it. Look at this. It got the details. I look like I'm about to sell your uncle something bad. All right, that's my whole aesthetic. Do I look like I'm gonna sell your uncle something in the 70s? Do I look like I'm about to go to jail in 72? If I don't look like I'm about to have to post bail in 1972, the fit not hard. If I don't look like I'm gonna have to call up my non-existent bail bondsman cousin to come bail me out in 72, the fit not hard. No, I look like they just busted me with some powder substances that ain't even hit the streets yet. Okay? This is the shit that this is my aesthetic in real life. Do I look like I'm about to get pulled over and searched in the early 70s? If yes, I'm gonna wear it. Y'all have no clue the fire heat, like just the heat that I found at the thrift store in the past like 4 days. Y'all don't understand. I found some shit. I found a shirt that is the lightest thing I've ever worn. It's like a foam material. I ain't never seen nothing like that, and I can't wait to wear it. Very curious to how that's gonna cling to the body, how it's gonna feel. Speaking of feel, that nigga YG is feeling the heat. Why do rappers still do, I never understand, why do rappers still commit crimes while they're multi-millionaire? Whatever, we'll get into that, please, because I have so many, like, I have a whole theory on that. I'm not deep diving into that idea. It's just that plagued me the other night. Like the idea of this fucked with me horribly. But I'll get into that. But that's not even the main piece of today. It's not. That's not the main piece of today at all. The main piece of today is a true, like, it's a deep fear that I don't see talked about enough. People joke about it. People have been joking about it since this whole AI craze came out. But I don't see enough people talking about how this will be a major problem. And then on top of that, we have the mentally handicapped foolishness follower. I say this is a stacked night. We got a super emotional talk about community, and then we dive into how the future's fucking us, and then we make fun of the bitch. I think that we're gonna have a nice night. That's just my opinion. I think that the way I structured this night is gonna be super fucking fun. Okay. Now the first woman that I played today, Mellow Bucks, I did that for you Illinoisians, you Chicagoans. I did that because she is currently fighting a court case for an unregistered weapon that was in the vehicle that she was found in. She was one of the only ones bringing back the juke music, people. That song was gonna start a revolution in female music, or in shorties making music. But no, she had to get caught up in the good old Southside trap. I said the good old Southside trap. But we can dive into that a whole other time. That really kind of meshes into the first topic. Does it not mesh into the first topic of you rich now, leave it alone? Yeah, it meshes in really well. It does that. We does that for real. Everything we talk about just kind of, you know, some way, shape, or form. Some way, shape, or form. I swear, everything we talked about here has a link. You know. Juke really doesn't need to be brought back for Gen Z/A. Damn, dog. I'm not even supposed to be reading chat. I'm not even supposed to be reading chat. That just stuck out. They don't deserve that shit. They don't get nothing. Damn. Okay, hold on. No. I'm supposed to be ignoring you niggas. No. I do that every day. I say, oh, I'm not paying attention to chat. Just give me a second. And I'm staring at the camera, and then one message gets me off track every time. It's always one. I'm just like, wait, I can't ignore y'all. I don't know what the fuck it is. See, I'm supposed to be trying. Hold on. God damn it. Okay. Yesterday was. Wait, hold on. Let me get the intro, cause I want to do I talk too much. Okay, Kentucky. Hello. You've been first since you've been back. That shows consistency, and I appreciate that, because what do we really appreciate here at this channel? Effort, consistency, care, and community. Effort, consistency, care. ECCC. Effort, community, care, and consistency. We appreciate around here. Hello. DJ Holloway. I've been thinking more on the Midwest culture since you guys have come into the community. I've been playing a lot of y'all's music, whether it be the ups and the downs or a lot of drill music. All right, listen. I'm trying to expand my understandings into others' territory. I'm trying. I really am trying. I swear to God I am. You Illinoisians, y'all be getting me sometimes. Stony Sunny, you won the painting last night. Hold on. You won the painting. Where is it? Son of a bitch. It's over there. Okay. Fuck. And everything of that. Oh my God, are we serious? Anyways, doesn't matter. I'm right here, people, every single time. Doesn't matter. If anything happens, remember, I'm still right here all the time. Sonny, you won that painting. I'm very glad that we're getting the sending art out thing started, because I want to do more of that. I really enjoyed. Okay, I didn't like painting in front of you guys as much because I didn't feel judged, obviously, but this is definitely a different piece than I usually do. So, I don't know, it was different to paint in front of you guys. I'll be honest, that was super different, but that's something I have to get used to. Hands up, okay? I'm not used to that. I'm not. Brandy Hornbeck, thank you once again. Thank you for your assistance with the art camera. That was a lifesaver in the past couple videos, and I'm so glad that it was saved for its true purpose, and that was to help me paint. That was the purpose in the first place. So thank you. Okay, I'm in a very thankful and thank you for like pieces of the community. I'm in a very communal mood for real. Like, let's all be happy and help each other. I like that shit. Makes me happy. And I heard that you had your name halfway stolen in the dispensary. Marie Gina, good evening to you. Thank you for coming by and showing you are a part of this community with what? Consistency, showing up every day. And I do literally mean every day, because we stream every day around here. I skipped one day in the past like 2 weeks. I'm doing real good, man. Like, even if these streams are short and it's just me talking a little bit, not many people in here, you can't always have like killer streams. You can't always have mad people in the chat just flooding the bitch. You can't do that. Like, unfortunately, you just can't. That's just how life works, you know? Some days are gonna be lower than others. You can't always have a tip-top killer time. But when I got 7 people in the beginning of me streaming, it usually goes into a little more. So I'm happy about that. As long as my numbers are steady, and the exposure is steady, I'm fine. I'm good, and you will never hear me complain about this shit. You won't. My supporter base is one of the most understanding and supportive supporter bases I could ask for, if you're wondering, to be perfectly honest. I think I've got it good when it comes to supporters. I do. I have the most supportive community. Cactus Ray, we don't have new beggars. We just have, well, I wouldn't even consider Maverick Tulip a beggar. I wouldn't. Is she a reflection of a beggar? Yes, but I don't really consider her a beggar for real. I don't. Maybe I should. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe that's my issue. Is that all? Is that the little room we got? The little room we got? Hot take of the night. I said it. Okay. That the little room we got? Oh, Sonny, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It is fine that you missed the stream. We took a shot in honor of your birthday. Thank you. That makes me so happy. I have to like recap last night, damn near. So, not really like recap, like, oh my god, there was so much that happened. It wasn't like so much, right? It was just, and last night wasn't bad. Last night was not bad because I had a good night. You know, I had a great stream. But when I was done, I couldn't get my hotspot to work in the studio. I'm just glad that you were celebrating and having a nice time, okay? That's another one of my problems. Even on my birthday, I'm trying to make sure that everyone else is doing stuff that they want. Like I always tried to, like when I was hanging out, when I would hang out with other people on my birthday, I'm always asking, what do you guys want to do? You guys happy? You guys doing stuff? I never really took it as a do what you want, it's your day kind of thing. I never did that. Everything that I do on that day is always making sure other people are having a nice time at that situation. Every time. But that's just who I am. I can't dodge that. Like that's truly just who I am. Oh my god, my fucking eyes. I have weak eyes and I forget that all the time. I have very weak eyes. And I forget it constantly. But last night was one of the only times where not only times, but I told you guys the curse, right? The 3-year birthday curse. That lifted like hell last night, bro. That was lifted like hell last night. The 3-year curse is over. I can say that for a fact. That 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out shit is done. Like it, boy, you don't even know. That curse is lifted, broken, done. Thank goodness. I was not happy about having 3 consecutive bad times all on my, and it wasn't like each time was terrible, right? I mean, like, okay, that's a lie, they were. But the first one who marked it was like a relapse years ago. And the relapse was so it was damn near celebrated. I'm not gonna lie, like that shit was damn near celebrated. But I was the only one that knew how much that hurt me to backslide. Nobody else was really caring about it because who was gonna take that shit serious but me? No one's gonna take your betterment. No one's gonna take your betterment as serious as you are, and that was my fault for thinking. That was my fault. This is like 3 years ago, by the way. 3 years ago. Okay. This kicked off a lot of backsliding, a lot of mental problems, a lot of problems up here for real. And oh wait, welcome to Superguys Radio. I'm your host, Most Smoke, and today back to my rant. I apologize. I'm diving straight into the talks. Okay, you guys know this is how I unravel my brain. Nobody is gonna take your you know, well-being and sobriety as serious as you are. Not even sobriety, because I was getting fucked up that whole time. But no one's gonna take your betterment, your understanding of what a healthier life is gonna be. No one's gonna take that as seriously as you are. And if you expect someone to take that as seriously as you are, you're not living in reality. Unfortunately, you're just not living in reality. And I wasn't for a while. I'm thinking that my sobriety mattered, like, well, my staying away from hard substances mattered to me as much as it did to other people, or mattered to other people as much as it did to me. Let me say that. And it didn't. There were some people in the rafters waiting for me to just get worse, waiting for me to slip up, waiting for me to, fall off the square. There were people hunting for that, and I mean hunting for it. I remember that was a terrible experience. I woke up the next morning and kept going. As you tend to, when you have a certain amount of substances, and I binged for like days after that. I had a breakdown at work, dishwasher job too. Had a breakdown at work, like, I can't do this, my life sucks. Whole time I'm just coming down off a binge. Whole time. Terrible. Awful. I don't miss coming down off of substances and then the next day just feeling like a husk. Just feeling like a husk, okay? I don't, who wants that? I don't think anybody really wants that. No one should. God damn it, no one should. But I make that point, or I make this point that, Alicia, welcome to Brookhouse Radio. I am your host, Pineapple Osmo Smoke, and today I'm going over how the birthday curse has been lifted. I'm going over a small recap of last night because there was a lot that happened. So on this, years ago, on that note, no one, like, it was just like anguish after a while. I'm like, oh man, I could have done better. I could have not backslid. I could have controlled myself in a party environment. Control yourself, nigga. You started the issue. Like, it wasn't like, okay, I'm never gonna make it seem like, yeah. Hello? I'm still here, I promise. What do I tell you guys every time? I'm still here. I promise you I'm still here. Say it every damn time. I'm still here. I swear to God I am. Whenever the frames drop, whenever anything happens, just know I am still here. I have to repeat that. I have to repeat it every time. Whenever something happens, I am still here. I will be standing right here at this computer. I will not move. I will not cut it off. Even if I'm about to end stream, I will wait for you guys to come back and then I will end it. I'm always right here. But that backslide kind of showed me that niggas is not really caring about your safety. Because as I said before, I wasn't forced into doing substances, nigga. That shit was my idea. I had one of the homies, I'm not gonna say which homie because that's gonna like throw him under the bus. But I had one of my friends like get me some shit. And I never told this person how big of a issue that I had with our friend Molly the Clown, Molly Santana. I did not explain to that friend at the time, hey, this is like a big problem for me, and even though you're the friend that I used to do this with, like, don't get this, because the moment that this friend sent me a picture of them at a new dealer's house and showed me everything that they were looking at, I'm not kidding, I zoomed in on the picture and circled like everything I wanted them to grab me. Everything I wanted to grab it, because I'm working a dishwashing job all day. I have money at the time. I had money, so I said, "Hey, get me this, get me that." I'm like, and this is also not even some covert shit, but I didn't want people around me to know this was happening. So I get the picture. My face is like, oh. I remember I sent, "Cut me in or cut it out," and I just circled everything I wanted, and like I'm not kidding. I just typed down the amounts. Shot over the money, and that shit was gonna be waiting for me at my birthday party. That's how good of a friend this person was, because they were just willing to just grab me anything I asked them to, but they didn't realize how big of a problem that would be. And that's not their fault. It's not. That's why I don't blame this friend ever. That's why I never try to throw them under the bus in this story. Because it's not like they went, oh, I'm about to poison this man purposely. I'm about to fuck his effort up. No, they thought they were just being a good friend by getting me what I asked for. That's kind of it. Like, they thought they were being a good friend by getting me the things that I asked for. And they were. But it was just, I was just asking for shit I shouldn't ask for. That was first birthday, and not to mention, got my chest obliterated in like the months to come because I asked someone to commit, you know, time and effort to me in the long run, and they did not hold up on that. Yeah, that's the risk you run when you do that with someone who you've seen bad shit out of already. When you ask them to commit to you for life, they're probably gonna lie to you and be like, yeah, I can change. I can totally make efforts on this stuff. They can't, they won't, they will not do it. You should listen to your first mind, you fucking idiot. Asking someone to not let you down for a long time and then them showing you every reason that they will let you down. Maybe you should listen to the first thing. Maybe, right? Maybe you shouldn't expect, you know, someone to change when you've seen that they can't. Which is why I try to, you know, demonstrate like effort and care and trying to change so much. Because God knows that shit is hard. So that birthday was just a breeze in the wind of bad. Okay. Lamb Slayer, welcome to Big Guys Radio. I'm your host, Pineapple, your host, Smoke, and today I'm going over how my birthday curse was lifted. But to go over how the curse was lifted, I have to draw back and go into how it was. I have to. I don't really have a choice. Unfortunately, I don't. I have to go. I have to go in the back. I have to go in the back. That sounded crazy. I have to. What's it called? I have to draw it back. I have to look. I have to look into the past. You gotta. If you don't, then how are you gonna ever understand how to move forward, how to progress? You have to look back and draw the game plan. You have to draw the game plan. You have to look over highlights. You gotta do it. You think the best players don't look over game highlights? You're stupid. Not you, but you get the point. I'm talkative tonight. I like talking. Y'all know that. I'm trying out these new 7-Eleven energy drinks, these fusion shits. These look like something that's gonna be in a lawsuit in like 10 years. And I want it. I want this. Listen, if they start a lawsuit over this, just know I'm getting my coin. This feels like radioactive energy. I'm fucking with it. This feels like The Simpsons. You know, like in the beginning when The Simpsons, like the radioactive shit in the beginning, it feels like they just like canned it up and now I'm drinking it. That's what it feels like. It tastes like radioactive lemonade, but I like that shit. God knows I do. If you've listened to me talk for 5 minutes, that drink is right up my alley. Radioactive lemonade? Yes, thank you. And it also has way too much caffeine for a can that size. It has 200 milligrams for a can that size. That's a shit ton. Like that's actually a shit ton of caffeine. So the second birthday in this roundabout, right, or in this timeline, my mom got so high that she couldn't walk. Like my mother got so fried off of what? Off of little, like, you know, like the movie theater little snow caps, you know, those that they sell in the movie theaters. My mom ate like 2 packages of those. 2 packages of medicated snow caps. My mom has severe nerve damage and 30% of her brain is gone. This bitch gets so fried. Like, she gets so fried. I'm talking, she scarfed these hoes down. Like, scarfed them the fuck down. And when she's like coming down the stairs from the crib, because we had to pick her up, she's coming down the stairs. I'm looking at it because I know my mom, right? I've been around you for way too long. There would be times where me and you were in the crib for days on end, just staring at each other because we're both homebodies. So it's like, you leave, no, you leave, no, you leave, no, you leave, staring at each other, getting mad as fuck at one another because neither of us are leaving the crib. Neither of us are leaving the crib. So it would just be a fucking staring match of who's gonna break first. One moment, please. Little alert on my tablet. But it would be a staring match of who's just gonna be the biggest homebody. And it was never healthy. So I know what my mother looks like under any state of duress, intoxication, anything like that, right? This... she eats all these chocolates and she starts walking down the stairs. Like it was like watching what's it called? A baby deer try to walk for the first time. Her legs were all shaking and unstable and shit. It was like awful. But what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? That's my mom. I want her there, right? I want my mother there. So we go to the restaurant that this is why I don't like, this just fed into my I don't like restaurant shit. Because I got talked into going to a restaurant, like, okay, yeah, cool, like, let's go. The moment that we sat down, or the moment that we got there, she's walking like this. Which is normal for her. When I was like 10. Okay, you're not as fucked up as you were when I was a little kid. Why are you walking like this? Why are you walking with an actual walker? Like, you've progressed in life, but no. That's why when people tell me, oh yeah, weed is harmless, no, the fuck it's not. No, it's not. And this is coming from somebody that has more products to show you. I have cannabis products to show you. Okay? Before we're like a half hour away from topics, maybe 20 minutes away from topics, okay? Like, I have cannabis products to show you. I understand that cannabis is relatively harmless to a functioning human being. If you can think on a decent plane, if you can physically operate your body, if you can operate your body to some extent, then cannabis probably will not destroy you. It will not worsen your bodily symptoms. It will probably alleviate them. But to someone that has my mother's nerve damage and her physical inabilities, you should not be getting intoxicated at all. So she was pretty much useless for the entire day. I had to babysit my mother because she got too high on my birthday. And it's not like she just eats edibles because they're cute. No, she has a food addiction. She thinks that like, oh, these taste good, let me just eat the whole bag. But she did show me, this was like when she first discovered delivery services, she showed me some of the best edibles and the best delivery service when it comes to, you can wait for the delivery. I don't want to say it's expensive because I don't purchase or use expensive services, but this place isn't like super cheap. They have a delivery fee. Their products are branded by them. Like, everything is branded by them. It's nothing. A lot of places white label, right? Meaning that they'll get products in, throw their name on it, and then just ship it to you, or deliver it to you, whatever. This place makes their edibles in-house. Thank God. In-house in the city, okay? Like, it's a very local brand. Sonny, this packaging is hilarious because this is a super New York brand, or Buffalo brand for that matter. And I always talk about how this city doesn't care about packaging. They go for the brightest and the dumbest shit possible. Look at this. This looks like some AI shit that you would get out the store that's not real. 1,000 milligrams per bag. That's real. This is really 1,000 milligrams in this little bag of cherry bombs. I'm a cherry fiend, okay? I'm an actual cherry fiend. So when I found these years ago, this is literally my favorite kind of edible. Period. Point blank. The chocolate is cool. You know, the red eye gummies are great, but those get me so like. And I just figured out they like the red eye. Last time I went to the dispensary, red eye gummies have an indica. I thought it was just straight sativa. I didn't know they had indica. Those indicas are probably like bricks. Okay, those indicas are probably like bricks. How strong their sativas are? No, thank you. But these cherry bombs are probably my favorite, and I got some today. Thank goodness. I had some small spending money from my birthday, and you know how paranoid I get about money. So I decided to spend as little as possible treating myself. I didn't want to ever try and overstep anything of the sort, but I spent a little bit on myself. It was nice. It was nice. And this is one of the things I got. I love that New York, our brands are so out there with the packaging. That's something that I'll never stop enjoying. But that was last year. That was, and not last year. That was the year before last. And last year was. I don't even really want to talk. I was just arguing with everyone. It felt like nobody was giving me a break. It felt like everybody wanted to pick problems. When I say everyone, I never want to make it seem like I'm just this perfect victim and I never do anything wrong. Fuck no. I was kind of like spiking in my head, and I felt like everything was wrong. So whenever someone would try and talk to me, I was just reclusing. Yeah, I get that, and that made people mad. Like, that made a lot of my friends mad because I was kind of in my shell. And they're like, hey, let's do something. No. Why not? Like, do you want to go? No, I don't. I was under so much stressor. I was under so much stressor, like pressure and stress. Yeah, I was under so much. I hated it. I felt like the world was crashing in on me because I was constantly having to watch my child 24/7. It was agonizing at a point because I feel like I never got breaks. Like, I fully see why like parents lose their minds. Like, having no break, having no like reprieval, parents lose their shit, and I get it. And I get it fully. Like, sometimes I'll sit and listen to my kid just scream and scream, and I think, wow, is this why my mom like beat my ass? Like, is this why my mom like fucked me up for years? Because these genes are mine? Like, cause did I act like this? If I acted like this, I fully get on why my mom beat my ass. Like, I understand. I understand if I acted like this. But then I have to remind myself, my kid's never been physically disciplined. My kid's never been hit. They'll never be hit. My kid, I'm trying to think how to say this. Like, my child has never experienced the same shit that I have. So they won't ever act as calm as like, because I was manicured, right? Like, as a child, my mom saw my genes, how crazy I would get, and my father, abused me, like beat me for fun. My mom saw the hyperactive genes and sort of used physical punishment and shit as a way to cull them. So it's weird to see my kid have my genes. I see exactly where some stuff comes from me, from their other parent, and I have to watch and just go, wow, that behavior got beat out of me. That behavior got beat out of me. That behavior got beat out of me. But I have to think, I'm not gonna beat you. I can't. Like, I'm never gonna do that. So I have to figure out ways to not shave down the what are they called? Not shave down the personality, but to shape it better, because it's a bunch of spikes. Like my spikes was shaved down. They got the file and But instead, while the spikes is a little soft, I'm just go, hey, let's pat down these sharp edges. I'm not shaving nothing, but let's pat down these sharp edges. You know, so you just got a little bit of protective bumps. They're not spikes. They're just protective bumps. Let's try and mold this clay to be something better. Same clay that I had. But instead of letting my clay dry and shave it like they did, like my parents did, while you're still moldable, let's try and mold it to be safer. Let's try and mold it to be more understanding of what's happening. You know? That's not gonna be easy. I be failing sometimes. I be failing like a motherfucker, like, oh, I'm about to freak the fuck out. I'm about to lose my shit. But I'm never gonna fail like my mom did. I'm never gonna fail like my mom did. By comparison, because y'all know I like to live by comparison. By comparison, I am like father of the year, parent of the year compared to what the fuck I had. And that's a really shitty thing to say. But you gotta be better than what you had, for real. You really have to. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do? Cry about it? No, you gotta be better than what you had. But that was my last year. Last year was god awful. But I turned it around this year. I did. And that partially has to do with community. You know, that partially has to do with community. You guys helped me so much. Oh, Shamar Vic, I knew you was in here. I was just letting the chat marinate with the thing. Welcome to Broadcast Radio. I'm your host, Pineapple, your host, Most Smoke. And today, it's weird. It's like YouTube had me unsubscribed. I missed your content. This is what happened. Listen, this is what happened. I'm not kidding. Brand new channel. I was too funny, my man. I was too funny. YouTube saw that I was cracking jokes on these motherfuckers, and they said, listen, we're going to give you a little strike. We're going to give you a little one warning because I was funny. I made jokes that were hilarious. But my problem was I went after the wrong nigga. Making fun of Leland, YouTube didn't care. YouTube never struck me down for making fun of Leland. They don't give a fuck about Leland. You understand me? I know you watch all my streams, you fucking weirdo. So YouTube doesn't care about you. When I make these new videos on you, I'm gonna go up. It's so funny. I'm filming another one tomorrow. You don't know what I have planned for you, you fucking sociopathic bastard. You have no clue, Leland. You understand me? You have no idea. Oh, that's wrong. Yeah, it was wrong. It was very wrong. But it's life. I mean, what am I supposed to do about it? I'd rather not dwell on it, for real. I'd rather not just dwell and be upset. Because I did that for a long time. I had a whole emotional breakdown. I'm talking like bad emotional just snaps. Thank you for subbing instantly. I got quite a few new subs. I got like 11 new subs in the past 2 days. Which is cool, you know? If you count that as 5 subs a day, that's 150 a month. You gotta look at it like that, right? You have to look at it like that. If that's 5 subs a day, that's 150 a month. That's huge. Like that's actually huge. And I'm proud of that. I'm trying to keep up that momentum. I try to keep up like a steady number every day. It was 3 a month, or it was 3 months. It was 3 a day, which is 3 a day is my serious goal. Like, let's just say that, right? 3 a day is my genuine goal because that's 90 a month. And if I go over 3, that's great. But under 3, I doubt that I'm gonna have under 3 subs a day. You know, 3 is a very standard number. I don't know. That you have to have goals for things like that. I'm gonna do this every day, do that every day, do this every day. I'm trying. I'm seriously trying. And I'm glad that you guys see my efforts. I am. I can feel the acceptance of my efforts. Does that make sense? You know, sometimes you're like, damn, I feel like ain't nothing working. I feel like, it's not like that. It's not, and it's weird. It's weird, right? I can feel the effort being appreciated. Because I know y'all see me putting this shit in. I know you do. If people didn't see me doing this every day, they wouldn't see he streams every day. I'm gonna come back for the routine. I'm a part of y'all motherfuckers' routine now. You ever think about that? Some of y'all go to bed to my voice. Thank you. That freaks me out a little bit, but thank you so much. Not freaks me out. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But thank you so much. So I'm a part of some of y'all's work day routine. Like, oh, rewatch gang and all that. You know how like that shit matters. Brandy, yeah, you be falling asleep to this shit every time. If you're in the chat, right? If you're in the chat for half the stream and in the other half you're gone, you probably fell asleep. I appreciate that. That means so much. First of all, that's a continued view. All right, that's a continued view. I look forward to watching it. These are things that people take for granted. You ever go in a YouTuber's comment? Yeah, I talk too much. If come on, I talk a lot. You ever go into a YouTuber's comments and you I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think, right? You ever go? Oh, reconnections. I'm here. I didn't go nowhere. I'm right here. Hello. How we doing? I'm right here. How we doing? Hi. Look at your favorite YouTuber's upload schedule. Right? I mean, look at your favorite YouTuber's upload schedule. They all do nothing. When I say they all do nothing, you might get a video a week, you might get a live stream every month. I can't imagine that that's any way to actually live. As like a creator, I cannot live, but that's any way to engage with your audience. One video a week, and I understand people putting in effort towards their videos. If you're making documentary style videos where you have to research and do this, there are some YouTubers that make videos every 3 months. But the videos are 45 minutes. They have amazing editing, amazing work behind them. Yes, that's wondrous. That's what you strive to do. You strive to be a creator that can drop something every couple weeks, every couple something, and it does numbers. It does amazing work. Welcome to Progress Radio. I am your host, Pineapple, your host, The Most Smoke, and today I have the most explanation on why community matters the most when building. I've found that a lot of YouTubers don't care about it. They just don't. And I'm gonna ask, what kind of life is that to live as a creator where you don't care about your community? Your community is what serves you. Like it's what not serves you. Well, yeah. It's your community is what serves you as a creator. Your community is what builds you up in the ranks of YouTube. In my book, I think the views can only take you so much. The views can only take you so much. The views can only take you so. How do I say this? Numbers. How do I? You can get views on your videos, right? You can absolutely get views on your videos. But how many times are people gonna sit back? There it is. How many times are people gonna sit and care about you? Right? How many times are people gonna sit and care about you? Because when I was getting like thousands of views on my Troy videos, those old gambling white people did not give a fuck about me. That's something I can say for a fact. Those Troy videos showed me 100% why I should not be making videos just because a topic is popular. That's why I don't do that. That's truly why I don't just make videos because a topic is popular. Whenever I do that, you get the wrong audience. You get the worst kind of people because all they do is come back to your channel for that one topic. Especially old people. Do you understand how many comments I've had to reply to that said, hey, your boy Troy is doing this. Hey, yo, Troy is doing it. I don't give a fuck what Troy is doing. I don't care. I made that video because it was weird. It was strange. And then people kept asking, said it. That's the worst thing as a creator. I do other shit, right? I do so much other shit. For you to come under one of my posts and comment, hey, guess what Leland did? Yo, guess what the bums are doing? Yo, Troy just made this video. I don't fucking care. That's so insulting. That's actually like, oh, I know you make other videos. Go dance. Come on. Make a video about the thing that you made a video about one time. And come on, do it. Or you make videos about this stuff a lot, so that's all you can do. Come on, do it. Haha, dance, let's go. That's how that shit feels. Your authenticity is gold. I can't be anything else but authentic. I've built this personality over the course of a long time. I'm not giving away my age. I've built this course and this talent. This course, you fucking idiots. I haven't even... The last time I smoked was like 5 hours ago. I'm decently sober, essentially. Like I'm caffeined up like a bitch. I've built this personality over the course of a long time. The course of 20 some odd years. I have been the same person. Anybody who's known me at any point in my life will tell you, yeah, he's been this way forever. He's been this, he's been this off the wall. He's been this snappy, not snappy, but you know. Like, I've been this way forever. Once me and my mom get cool again for real, like once we actually get cool, I'll bring her on here so she could tell you I've been this way my whole life. Like this is not that's why my description says this is not a character, because this is not a character. I'm really this out of my mind. I've been this way since the day I was I've been this way probably since after my abuse shit. Yeah, I really started to go off the walls after I got like, you know, abused like that by a family member. Yeah, like my brain broke. I was so quiet and reserved and just so dainty and small, and then I became an animal after that. I became an animal after that, and then I had to get less crazy. So now I'm this version of myself, which is like, you know, the crazy plus a little bit of watered down. I'm way less crazy than I was before. I am so much less crazy than I was before. It's almost sad. Like, it's almost sad how much of my edge I've lost. Because if you think that I have an edge now, imagine me when I was on meth. That's the part of the reason that I rock with you heavy with so many fake YouTubers. I could never be a fake YouTuber. That's why I got kicked off YouTube. That's why my channel got deleted. I can't fake it. I can't do it. I just edit way more now. I edit so much more out now. Before I used to edit this much out, now I edit this much out. Before it was this much. You know, I'm taking out this. Now it's this much. Man, this much. It gets bad. It gets bad. I don't have my sharp edges anymore. I don't. Like, I used to be a nutcase. And I try to convey that to you guys as much as possible, because I never want you to think, oh, he's lying, he's doing it. No, bro. I used to really be a crazy person. I was steps away. Big Sister Oracle 6301. I like the numbers, the end of people's names and shit. Welcome to Brothers Radio. I am your host, Pineapple, your host, Mo Smoke. And today, I have the most reflection on how you can only change you. You can only better you. You can only put the effort into what you want to see. My authenticity will never waver. That is something I can say for a fact. My authenticity will never waver. All right, okay. But yes, my authenticity will never waver when it comes to my content creation or anything else. Like, I'm letting you guys in on my writing process. The writer's room shit. Listen, I have a whole plan for a lot of this stuff, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you, I have a whole plan for a lot of this shit. The writer's room thing, people are gonna start seeing that. They're gonna start with... I'm trying to branch off into other sides of YouTube, because I have the creative side kind of like just waiting to get into the channel. Because the painting videos, the painting videos have been going crazy in my mind. Those have been doing so well. I know not a lot of views, but the feedback on them. You know, it's not all about the numbers. It's if people enjoy what I'm doing. And if people enjoy what I'm doing, all I have to do is just keep pushing the things that people enjoy that I'm doing that I like to do. These painting videos, I'm never painting live again. Will you get more painting videos? Yes. Okay, I'm never painting live for my own, like, oh, just a random paint day. No, it's gonna be a part of a, let's raffle this off. Let's paint live. Let's pick colors. You're never gonna come on here and I'm silently just, hey guys, how we doing? That'll never fucking happen, okay? But for raffles and for events and stuff, yeah, by events, I mean, you know, little things here and there. I will absolutely paint live again, which it was fun. There's no complaints. Please understand there's no complaints. It was fun. I just don't like the pressure of people watching me do that shit. I don't know. Please, for the love of God, do not think that that was me saying that I didn't enjoy it. I just don't like the pressure of it. Does that make sense? Let me get that shirt though. You be having the flyest shirts. You gotta shop in the women's section. Men's shit don't come like this. Men's shit doesn't come like this. You gotta go to the women's section. Men don't have good clothes like this. If you want to dress like you are about to sell bad things in 1971 through 5, you gotta shop in the shorty section. Old lady clothes only. Listen, you should be able to still smell the funeral perfume. You should be able to... Aha! You should be able to still smell the peppermint candy in the purse. I swear to God. You should be able to still feel her husband punching her in the arm. All the shirts I got recently, I could still smell the funeral. Only old lady, only dead old lady shirts. The old lady gotta be passed away. 4 years minimum. 4 years minimum. I have a thing, right? Bet I'm gonna go thrift shop. You got to. If you want to, I'm telling you. Listen, I'm telling you. Find like the extra large section, maybe the 2XL section. The first thing that you see that has a good pattern, pick it up. Pick it up. Don't even second guess it. If your arms fit, trust me, there's a whole method defined in shirts that don't look like old lady shirts. Some of them will look like old lady shirts forever. But this one, I saw this and went, okay, GTA Vice City. Okay, Miami Vice Season 1 through 3. Okay. You see what I mean? And then after a while, you don't have to like search and look at the sizes and the arms. You can be able to pick it up, look at that shit for 3 seconds. Yup. Yup. Easy. It's a talent. It's a talent to be able to go into another gender's clothing section and then pick out shit you want. Oh yeah, you need that. It's a talent. It's a true talent. Women have that talent. Women can go into a guy's t-shirt section, know exactly what they're gonna cut up, know exactly how they're gonna tie it up. It's something that you kind of develop, but as a man, you don't develop that. GTA Miami, that's what I'm saying. With the little chain, I was like, listen, shout out to the supporter that sent me the gold chains to wear with the blouses, because these make the shirts pop crazy. The chains make the shirts pop crazy. And man, I'm not gonna lie, they add a little bit of ooh, he doing bad shit. Yes, I said that correctly. A very loving supporter sent me gold chains to wear with my shirts. I don't know what kind of person just sends someone gold chains to wear with blouses, but I got chains to wear with my blouses. It was the nicest gift. It was the nicest gift on earth. Like when I opened it, I kind of was in shock, and I asked, "Are these real gold?" Like, yeah, test it. It's real. Like these are certain tests. What? What do you mean? These are certain tests. And yeah, I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh. Because I'm so used to wearing like threaded bead necklaces, like, you know what I mean, like wooden charms and shit. This person like quite literally said, these chains will look great with your shirts. Please wear them. I was taken aback. But that just shows that support, it comes in all types of weird ways. You know, like, you don't expect to get care packages of hemp items You don't expect to get care packages of certain hemp items. This pen has been making rounds in the crib. I will never put this shit down. 2 grams in this little itty bitty device. Like the support comes in such strange ways. That's something I can't lie about. Like, I've gotten like such supportive messages, letters, damn near therapy sessions at times. I can never say that my community doesn't love me. I can never say that, you know, this is anything of a slouch of support. No. I go through hard times in front of y'all, and y'all make me forget that the times are hard at all. Okay? Y'all truly make me forget that times are hard at all. And times be hard, bro. When I moved in here, my channel got deleted. Like within like 2 weeks of me being here, no channel. So I'm like, oh shit, this is like every YouTuber's worst nightmare. The bag has stopped. Like the bag has stopped. What do I do? Like I was like, what the fuck do I do? You know, like what? Oh man, I was tweaking. I'll always be there for you guys. You're there for us too. Yeah, I built this community so I could be there for you fucks. So I could show y'all that, you know, love can come from anywhere. Love, support, admiration can come from anywhere. That's why do you guys think I do the roll call? At the beginning, I give everybody a little message. If you've been here before and I've picked up anything about you, I promise I will make you feel seen. I know that's why y'all wait for the intro. I know, okay? I understand how this works. Y'all love the recognition. You will always get recognition around here. That's why every chat message gets read. Whether you think I read it or not, I read everything. Okay? This eye doesn't work too good, but I promise you, I read everything. That's why I'm constantly looking this way, because I can't see shit. If you ever wondered why I'm looking to my right all the time, it's because this eye doesn't work that well. So I have to turn. I have to physically turn to see what's at my window or what's happening outside. That's why I'm always doing this shit. I can't see out of this, or I would just look. I can't do that. Like, it's just this eye going this way. This eye, it doesn't work. That's why you always see me looking. Okay. Just for the people who haven't really seen me live stream too much, since I started doing the vertical shit, people are like stopping by. People are stopping by to you know, on the swiping thing. So hello, I have a messed up eye. I touch my face and nose all the time, but I've never sniffed any drugs up my nose. I promise. If I did, I would tell you. Like, if I did ever like do drugs up my nose, I would have told y'all. I've never done drugs up my nose. But all of this is just destroyed from constantly like blowing my nose destroys it. That shit tears up the tissue in here, making that snorting noise all the time. My nasal passages are not happy. They have not been happy in forever. Like all of this is just tore up. Tissue all sensitive and it's just not fun. But it did take me forever to accept love and support. For a while I refused to open memberships. For a while I refused to live stream because I didn't really want donations like that, because I was afraid to seem like a beggar. I was afraid to seem like, oh, I'm relying on YouTube for this. I felt like a loser doing that shit. I had to get talked out of I had to get talked into accepting donations, accepting memberships. I opened up a membership, and within 2 days I had 5 members. I had 5 members in 2 days, because people jumped on that shit. People jumped on it. Someone told me, one of my biggest, longest supporters told me, hey, you should for real start a membership, make it different tiers. Okay, sure. I've never thought about doing that, but why not? It happened so fast. Oh man, my channel was growing because after monetization, my channel grew a little bit, right? After monetization, you grow because you get the ads and whatnot. But now I'm growing a lot slower. Before, I grew so fast. Like all those views, I told you I got tens of thousands of views on some videos. So all that growth happening so fast, my watch hours skyrocketed, but my subscriber numbers, I had like 3,000 or 5,000 watch hours with maybe 400 subs. 400 subs with that much watch time, that's like hacker numbers. Like, why do you have this little subs but this many people are watching your shit? Then came my issue. The only subs I was getting were from videos that I didn't fucking care about. Those Troy videos, the video I'm at, I had so many people angry at me because I said gang stalking isn't real. I said gang stalking is not real. You're all a bunch of paranoid schizophrenics. Do you understand that the fucking gang stalking community said that I was one of them? If you don't know about that, gang stalking is literally when people think that groups of organized... Listen, I'm not kidding. It's when people think that groups of organized, like organizations are out to get them, but do nothing. I'm serious. I'm not kidding. It's when people think that there are entire organizations out there just to get them. And you know what they do? They move their remote slightly. They move their remote. They come in and rearrange their fridge. I'm serious. There are people out there that are so paranoid that they think that there are organizations, groups of organized terrors in the world that are out to get them and do nothing. Because that's the whole thing. They'll just walk by their house. That's what they believe. They think you're connecting, we're good. Okay. Oh, I'm not leaving. That's not how this works. I'm right here every time. That's one of the rules around here. If I disconnect, I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm always right here. I promise. I don't go anywhere. If I disconnect, you'll just wait. Just wait a couple seconds. I'm right here. My computer isn't the happiest most of the time, so whenever there's a disconnect, I promise you, I don't go nowhere. Hear about the guy that thinks the tree is getting closer and closer to him in his house every day. Same concept. Thank you, Brandy. Same fucking concept. Same idea. Like, people really think that the world, gang stalkers coming for you. By doing what? Like, what could you... That's the thing. These people never break into the crib. These people never really do anything. Like them? Oh, they literally call them. They don't know what they're called. They don't know any specific organization that they think is messing with them. So they literally say, they're out to get me. Who is them, dickhead? Who is them? Please explain. They. Thank you, Kentucky. They're out to get me. Who is they? You're talking to somebody. Please understand who you're speaking to. I swear to God, understand who you're speaking to. You're speaking to someone who gets paranoid at the slightest drop of anything. Like, I'm telling you, I have to fight off paranoid thoughts that y'all wouldn't even believe should be coming into my head. Like, my paranoid thoughts would send someone who's not me into psychosis. Like, I'm so used to them, I don't even care. I don't, some of them are sober, others not so much. We'll talk about that too, Kentucky. I swear to God we can. I'll have a whole video. You know what? Let me revamp my old video on gang stalking into a live. I will do that. Ooh, I needed a topic for Wednesday. Thank you. That's the shit that I need. That's what I want. I needed a topic for Wednesday. Why gang stalking is still schizophrenic nonsense. You're talking to somebody that was raised by a paranoid schizophrenic man. I watched my father have actual delusions. Like, I watched my dad think that my mom was like tapping his phones. I watched my dad think that I was a spy. I watched my dad like write his own language on the walls. I'm not new to this crazy shit. I'm true to this. I swear to God I am. Okay? And you also have to remember, my father was a crackhead. My father used to do hard drugs as a schizophrenic. I know paranoia. I know delusion. I swear, I'm not just talking out my ass right now. I know about delusion. If you think that somebody is like coming together in a conglomerate of people. Exactly. Hold on, but I'll get straight to that. If you think that people are coming together in a conglomerate to mess with you, to just do that bad shit to your lawn, to mess with your internet presence, you need to go to a mental hospital. There's nothing right about that. There's nothing sane about thinking that people are out to get you and you don't even know who. Now, there are people out there who are, stalking people, of course, but if you think that random people have tapped your phones, have gotten your emails, what the fuck are you that important for? Kentucky, you just said it. You're not that fucking important. You're not. Nobody on earth, unless you're a spy or you're, a terrorist, you're not getting spied on. You're not. And there's so many psychological phenomenon as to why that happens. We'll get into it because there are actual psychological happenings about that. Oh my goodness. The government is watching from the sewer. That's what niggas be thinking, bro. Does that not sound like insanity? Sorry, my leg itches. Does that not sound like insanity? Does that not sound like something that your paranoid cousin would say after he hit the bong too much during a shroom trip? Does it? See, I just opened up y'all brain a little bit. We all got a paranoid cousin. If it sounds like something your paranoid cousin would say, don't say it. If it does that not sound like something that your paranoid little homie would say after 8 bong rips deep? Tweaker tendency. Thank you. People can be tweakers while not doing tweaker drugs. Niggas don't understand that. You could be a tweaker while you only smoke weed. You can be a tweaker and you don't do tweak drugs. If your brain is tweaked, you're just tweaked. That's just what it is. It's just easier to tweak on some substances more than others. But niggas don't talk about that. Niggas don't talk about that. You could be a tweaker and geeker and you only fucking drink beer and smoke cigarettes. You can be a tweaker and you're a sober person. If you're not right up here, you're not right. Okay? I've seen people who don't do any drugs that are so much more fucked than your average addict. Why? Because they're just not mentally right. Okay? They're just not mentally okay. You're goddamn right. Dale from King of the Hill? Absolutely. He's a tweaker. He's done that gang stalking shit, but he thinks the government's out to get him. He was the original gang stalker. Yep, he was the original gang stalking nigga. For surely. Yes. Niggas carrying around pocket sand to thwart the government and shit. Speaking of gangs and stalking, y'all hear about what YG got himself into? Y'all hear about this man, multi-millionaire recording artist, putting himself at the scene of a murder, or actually getting identified by being at the scene of a murder of another famous LA rapper? Now, this is only a small topic for me today, okay? This is only a small topic for me. I'm not diving into this full on. My full on topic, y'all don't even know. R.I.P. Draco the Ruler. Let's talk about it. Because I have this theory that no matter what you take yourself out of, no matter what situation the money has brought you from, you will always fall back to old habits due to your ego. Meaning, okay, y'all having gang issues, right? But you're a millionaire. Why are gang problems still a big deal to you? Let's really boil it down to what it is. I say it all the time. Boil it down to what it really is. Why are you? Holy fuck. Both of these messages are. Hold on. I'll get into both of these. I swear I'll get into both of these. A neck stab, that's personal, right? Because in the UK they always say, like, well, not UK, but in UK they stab each other. It's more personal. You don't have guns out there. That's ding. Anyways, still here. I don't go anywhere. I'm right here, okay? I'm always right here. I'm a homebody. I'm a screen body. I'm right here. At what point do you say enough? You know, at what point do you go, this is beneath me? At what point do you look around and say, this is enough beef? But once you introduce dead homies into things and you got a disrespectful rapper like Draco the Ruler was a disrespectful ass nigga. He was. He beat a murder in 5 attempts on YG's homie. So it makes sense why you'd want to be out for blood. You know, this disrespectful ass nigga just got off from supposedly, you know, ending your boy. It makes sense why you'd be so mad. To the man with nothing to lose. You can't be getting identified by bodyguards, by your distinct facial features that people in the industry know you have. You can't be the trigger man. You can't be the blade man when you're so well known in this type of niche, in this type of environment. It wasn't like he stabbed him at a poetry meeting where nobody would have known who he was, right? He got him at a concert, backstage, with what's called improvised knife. At what point do you say, I'm done? I can't do this. The song Angle, we're in California, niggas get so insulted by the dumbest of shit. It's the culture, changes the brain. Success is second to honor. Thank you, Butter Nugget. Holy fuck. I couldn't say that better myself. Success comes second to, you know what? I'm still the big dog where I come from. I gotta let these niggas know. Don't. Just don't. Just don't. Okay? Success will always take honor when it comes to that. When it comes to like, oh, I gotta prove a point. No, I don't. I gotta prove no points to nobody. No. The only point I gotta prove was that I was a crazy person. No, I'm not. That's the only point I gotta prove. That nigga, what's his name? Who killed? No, not killed, but JR. What's his name? The guy who shot Ben 10. He went on a victory lap. The nigga who downed Ben 10 went on a true victory lap. I'm not laughing because the man is paranoid. To add insult to injury, he was justified. What? Hell no, he wasn't fucking justified. The sad part is Ben 10 got shot again after that. That's what I'm saying. There's no justification in that. I mean, I was gonna say in the state of Texas, obviously stand your ground shit. Y'all niggas love the guns and the stuffs. He was justified. He was justified to do a lap, to do a victory lap on that nigga. I don't think so. I don't think it was justified for a victory lap. That I don't believe. But that's a perfect example. No, actually, he wasn't even that well off. Oh, to shoot. Okay, he was justified to shoot. I thought he was justified for victory lap. I think it wasn't even like, all right, so here's where it gets muddy with some things. I think in the justification, you kind of lose that once you shoot multiple times when someone's down. You get what I'm saying? Because to down somebody, to really like to incapacitate them, that's one thing. But to hook around a corner when they're no longer a threat, stand over them, stare them in the face, and keep firing, that is the overkill. Because once someone is no longer a threat, your hands have to be up. You're like, damn, you're down. Okay, I can't keep firing. I can't keep going. Because every round I know in the state of New York, every round that gets shot out of a firearm, I'm gonna have to answer for it. Every single shot. So if someone is no longer a threat to me and now I'm over them and I have barrel in their face, I can't do that. I cannot. Now I'm going to prison no matter what. Because I am now like not taunting, but I'm making sure that this person doesn't have a chance at life. So I know gun laws are different everywhere, but I feel like that is the funniest. They would have done the same thing. Oh yeah, they would have done the same thing for sure. Listen, I'm not saying that, oh, this is a morale contest. No, they would have absolutely. He's part of the NBA crew. The niggas are nutcases, actual psychopaths. NBA Youngboy is a modern day version of like, I'm trying to think. He's not. He's a different kind of beast. He's a different kind of. He's a blueprint of like. Imagine they took everything bad about the African American community and put it in one person. That's NBA Youngboy. NBA Youngboy is he's literally the new age Genghis Khan. He has mad kids. He destroys everything he goes around. He's the new age Genghis Khan. They are young psychopaths. NBA, that whole never broke again crew, they're all crazy. There's not one normal person. Most of them niggas are locked up for murder. Most of them niggas have very weird paths in life. Sonny, I'm glad you're back on your break. Hello, hello, hello. But they have no path or direction in life except for money and harming others. When I say no path or direction, they got money. All right, NBA Youngboy is topping the charts every song that he drops. That is not what I'm saying. The money is not the issue. It's the empty thought behind it. I'm just gonna keep murdering niggas when I have money. That's so stupid. That's so dumb. Oh, that's another video I could do. NBA is just modern day psychopaths with chains and money and nice cars. They are literally they are soulless. That's a video in itself. That's a video in itself. All right, I got the YG topic out the way. The next topic is gonna be a fire video, like a fire video. I remember last year when he went back to jail for faking prescriptions. The story on NBA Youngboy getting caught for faking prescriptions, gold. It's literally a story on why you need to pay attention to every detail. He got caught because he couldn't keep track of the names. And he couldn't do a woman's voice. He got caught because he mixed up Gwendolyn Cox and Gwendolyn White. If he just remembered the names, he wouldn't have got caught. Let's never like miss it. If he hadn't messed up those names, he would have still been getting them Xanax scripts. He would have still been getting them codeine scripts. What are you talking about? If he didn't fuck them names up. No, that was all because of like a clerical error. I'm not kidding. Look it up. That's the reason he got caught. Because he couldn't get the names right on the phone. Why? Because he's on so much Xanax. That shit destroys your memory. As somebody who was on 3 milligrams of Klonopin every single day, if where needed, I'm telling you, his brain was numb. He was probably barred out making the phone call, forgot the names, enough money to have him get it. Nah, put me in. I got it. And what? He has a thick Louisiana accent. Very thick accent. He thought, hey, I'm about to call in these scripts for this old white woman with my accent. You're a millionaire. Go pay some old white bitch to fake the phone call. Go pay some old white man to pretend to be her husband. Go pay some little white woman to go pick up the script and pretend to be her granddaughter. Are you fucking kidding me? Xanax thoughts. Xanax thoughts. I'ma just pretend to be a bitch on the phone, bruh. We finna get these bars, nigga. You could have paid some bitch to pretend to be Gwendolyn. But if he did, he would only commission retards that are around him. Oh, for sure. He wouldn't even get the right people. He would just pay his friends to fake the voices. Oh wait, that's what he did. He paid his homies from the same state with the same accents to fake the phone calls. Yo, bro, put the wig on. Yo, put the wig on. It's gonna make you sound better. Them niggas was high as hell in that mansion. I'm trying to tell you, them niggas was barred out in that mansion thinking this is a good idea. Like this, when you think about it like that, that's fucking hilarious. They're all just fucking faded as hell in this giant house, just passing the phone around. Like, hey bro, is you Gwendolyn today? Nah, I'm her daughter Sarah. I gotta call in and be the doctor too. You're faking doctor's registry number. You're like, when you have a pad, right? Like when you have a prescription pad, like they have like the number on it and the whole shit it comes from. He was faking that. He was faking being registered as a doctor. Like, yo, there were so many problems that should have gotten him. Like, those are conspiracy charges. Like heavy charges that if he wasn't a multimillionaire with a giant record label behind him, he'd still be in prison to this day. He would have got a solid 15, 10, 12 years because you are now fucking with a licensed person's identity for a profession that takes 8, 10, 12 years to get into. So when you start doing that, that's when you add in the Fed time. Now you're fucking with federally insured situations, federally backed situations. You don't want to do that. As soon as you start messing with like banks and wires and all that, no, you're fucked. You're done. Cut it. Trump got him out because Trump loves criminals. Trump loves criminals, and I think that his record label called in a favor. Like, I feel like record labels have it really good, because, you know, them motherfuckers is like billion-dollar corporations. Just in case niggas didn't know. That's why record labels will sign anybody quick, because they'll throw money at you, get as much as they can, and never deal with you again, because that's how they make the most money. They are so well connected. The higher up you go, I'm convinced that certain record labels just tap Trump on the shoulder like, hey, we need that thing out right now. Like Kodak Black, they needed him out right now. Young Boy, they need him out right now. What's his name? Ross Ulbricht. Trump gave Ross Ulbricht a pardon. Ross Ulbricht came out of prison a happy man. He said, I got 300 Bitcoin buried in the desert. That motherfucker was running the biggest drug operation on the internet. That motherfucker, the picture of him coming out of prison, he was strolling out like he was going to the mall. said, listen, I got a flash drive that's gonna pay for the whole globe's water supply. Nigga, let's go. He didn't give a fuck about Dirk, all right? Dirk got himself in there. Whatever label OTF is signed to, they not that well connected. Trump don't give a fuck about Dirk. Oh my god, that's hilarious. The fact that Dirk is gonna have to take this to trial. Actually, I take it back. Once he gets sentenced, because Trump has to pardon your sentence. So I feel like once he NBA Youngboy has more bodies than Dirk. NBA Youngboy has way more bodies than Dirk. Let's talk about that one for real. But I feel like once he gets sentenced, you feel me? Once Dirk gets sentenced, then Trump is gonna be like, you make America a lot of money, Negro. Huh? You wanna shuck and jive for me some more? That's what it is. Once Trump pardons you, you now have to be a fucking, I be a good dancer rapper, sir. I do it all. You gotta start doing that shit. He got too many bodies that they can prove. Facts. NBA Youngboy has a lot of bodies they cannot put on him. Dirk has so many murders that they can absolutely put on that motherfucker. Racketeering charges. He was funding. He brought $1 million. He brought $1 million that he supposedly paid the hitters with on camera. Dirk was getting so comfortable. Hey, people don't get that if you do enough bad shit, the government doesn't get you at first. If you do enough dirt, the government waits because they want to see you fuck up. That's the best part about the U.S. government. And by best, I mean worst, really. That's the best and worst part of the U.S. government. They don't want you to just get nabbed for the things they know you did. They want to watch you do more shit. They want to watch you build. They want that. Because once they do come, the feds never come without like novels of evidence. They want you to read this paperwork and go, yeah, I did that. Oh, fuck, they know about that too? Oh my God, how'd you get the surveillance page? What the fuck? What's going on? And they'll literally just keep going. All this shit. They want you to know you're fucked. In a federal case, they want you to know that you are screwed. You are going to plea out to whatever we tell you to. So if they ask you, they have everything. They never come with just a little bit of evidence and hope you crack. That's your local police department. Your local police department will come at you with an accusation and hope you just fold. They're like, yeah, we heard that you be slanging out this house. You know what I'm saying? So do you be slanging out the house? No. But Keisha said she bought an ounce from this crib last week. So, oh, okay. If you hold steady enough to your local police department, you can just leave. But once the federal government says, we know that you've been selling drugs out of this house for the last 3 years, 4 days, and 18 hours. We've had 37 controlled buys. You still have the money in your bank. You deposited the cash into your bank account. We watched it travel from here to here to here. You spent it on the shoes that you're wearing right now. The U.S. government never comes with nothing. It's always far too much evidence for you to go, that's not true. Which part isn't true? Because there's, like I said, there's 100 pages of evidence and all you did was sell weed out the house. But you sold it to the wrong person. That person likes to snitch. Now they're snitching on the fact that you are now getting peas in, because it started off with ounces, right? Just pay rent. Now you're getting peas in, you're driving the shit from state to state to state. You are screwed. Once again, local police, you can get out of that shit. A local case, you can wait that out. A local case, you can wait that out. Fight the case for long enough, might get probation, like a year or two. I've seen it happen. I've seen people who got caught in entire houses filled with shit. They just waited the case down. They went to trial, back in the trial. They went to court back and forth. They did all the dates. They stayed incarcerated. Is it tough? Yes, but you can absolutely wait the case down. That's a method that most people don't have the patience for. They find out the money's not going to save them. The money never saves you. The money never saves you. He knew they were coming. He scheduled multiple flights to try and leave the country. So the claim is that he didn't do that to leave the country. He did that to throw them off. He booked multiple flights. He's gonna go to Dubai for some reason. Why the fuck are you going to Dubai? They have an extradition clause or treaty. Do they? Hold on, let me check. I might be slow. Might be slow. Oh fuck! Are you serious? I didn't know that. So I guess I was wrong. The U.S. and Dubai they extradition is very tough. So that makes sense, but it's not impossible. Like, it's not impossible, right? So you'd have to go to a country that's completely impossible for you to get sent back. You go to a third world country, okay? Go to a third world country where $1,000 can last you a year. You will never have to see America again. Get the biggest hut you can. Armed guards, nigga, I'm living like a king for the rest of my life. What? Let me. That was gonna sound so racist. I was gonna say I'm not going to any. We all know what I was gonna say. I'm not taking my money anywhere where them niggas are gonna look at me and be like, "You look like me, give me some." I don't want to look like any of the locals. If I go to a country with a bunch of money, I don't want to look like nobody. You understand? I want them to look at me like I look totally different. All right? They're gonna see my blouses and be like, "Oh, he time traveled." I want niggas to think that I stepped out the movie Scarface. I want motherfuckers to watch the movie, see me come into their land, and be like, "Oh my God, where'd he come from? Did he time travel?" Yeah, motherfucker, I did. How about that? Actually, if it was up to me, I would just like join an Amazonian tribe, but they would for sure like eat my limbs. I feel like certain countries would cook me, like physically cook me, not roast me, but like, you know what I mean? Balls in my word. That's all I got. I got balls, my word, and $8,000 to live as a king in this country. That sounds like an amazing time. No, I feel like certain cultures would like really chop me up and just eat me. Because I know that I speak strangely, I look weird. They really might like boil me or some shit. I'm not kidding. I've had this fear for a while. If I go to certain like underdeveloped countries, are they gonna eat me? And that's not to say they're savages, no. Cannibalism is more common than you think. Cannibalism is so much more common than you think. So for someone to see me and think I'm strange looking, and then decide to, you know, just chop me up and put me in a pot and shit, that's not that far off. If you think that people don't eat other people, you're mistaken. You're so mistaken. People eat each other all the time. Is it a common practice? No, I don't think it's a common practice at all. But is it a practice? I'd be stupid to say it's not. I'd be ridiculous to say it's not. I remember seeing a video of a reporter interviewing a cannibal. You've been on the internet for a long time. Butter Nugget, I can say that for a fact. You have been on the internet for a long time. It was the Japanese guy, right? Was it that guy? Because I remember that guy. The Japanese guy who said that he tried to cook his homie and the fat was popping because he didn't think that fat would cook like fat. He didn't think that the human fat would cook up in the pan like animal fat. He said it was a lot of grease, a lot of popping. Yeah, humans have fat. We are a disgusting race. Okay? Race. Human race, not like color race. You know what I'm talking about. Isn't that gross? Isn't that gross that we were all born like as the human race? But then we had to go, no, I don't like the fact that we look different. So let's make subsections of being human. What the fuck is that? No, some white dude interviews me. Middle Eastern dude. Oh, there's multiple different cannibal interviews. Oh my God. Now I'm into this, not into this shit. I've been into fucking reading about cannibals and shit. Like, come on, I'm weird. I've been into that. I had a whole debate on this channel. People got mad. People unsubbed. I lost 2 subs after that video. Of would you eat your friend if you crashed if you were in a plane crash? I know you guys got morals. You wouldn't eat your friends. Blah blah blah. You're not me, okay? Listen, you got 2 hours. I'll talk about, you know what, fuck it. I'll talk about robots tomorrow, all right? The robot shit, I'll talk about that tomorrow, because that's an actual thing where I want to sit down, have a big audience for, record. No, but grill them. That's what I said. That's what I said. You got 2 hours. I'm going to have to change this title, because I'm not talking about robots. I'm not talking about that shit at all. I'm talking about that tomorrow. I have the whole page pulled up. I have everything pulled up for a live about the future and robots and shit. But I'm just not doing that today. Like, I'm just not. So I'm changing the title because I don't want you guys to think I'm clickbaiting. But I have an entire like folder of web pages pulled up for a video about humanoid robots. And trust me, you're gonna want to hear about the video about humanoid robots. I did so much research, and I don't care about saving it for tomorrow. This is my schedule for the week for streams. I'm gonna switch some things around. So today was evil in music, right? That was it. Evil music. That was mainly the topic. Tomorrow is robots taking over. I'm very serious about this shit. Robots. Yeah, like I'm very serious about planning and everything. So, just so you guys know, this is not half-assed. I had a foolishness thing scheduled, but I don't really give a fuck about that. Gang stalking. All right, we're back. I love being prepared. It makes me feel so much better. Oh, if I'm stuck like that movie with the plane crash in the snow, they can't walk. Oh. The humanoid robots can't walk upstairs? Don't even spoil it for people. I was watching humanoid robot videos for hours. For hours today. I got a new TV and was pissed with how smart it is. What? You're pissed at? Okay, I kind of get it. I'm not gonna lie, the TV that I have now, the most, like, I'm not complaining because I didn't even have a TV before. But the TV I have now, even for the cheapest model television that is like was available, because when I say cheapest, least expensive, right? This TV was probably like $60, $65. No, I'm not crying or complaining whatsoever. I do not have a television. This was a wonderful thing. But this is still too many features for me. Not too many features, but it's so much. Like it has every streaming app, everything. It has its own algorithm when it comes to music and shit. It's learned my music habits. It's learned my like shut off habits. And this is a very non-expensive television. But I love it to death. But it kind of freaks me out. It kind of freaks me out just a little bit because I was thinking, oh, I can just get a little Fire Stick and put it in like my tiny monitor, and then I have a TV. That monitor was more than this television. My monitor that's this big was more than this TV. This TV was cheaper than my monitor and does 100 million more things. And I used my PC on this thing before. Yo, playing GTA on a big screen is amazing. I forgot how good it feels to play video games on a big screen. I completely forgot how good it feels to game on a decently sized screen. I completely forgot. I literally just needed to open the HDMI. It's just a large advertisement billboard for shit I don't want. I feel that. Unfortunately, I feel that too hard. Like, I get tempted to use to use my TV as just a big computer screen. Like, I get tempted to just put my PC right there, have my whole setup on the not on the dresser, but have the webcam, have the microphone, and I just be tempted. Like, I don't see a reason not to sometimes. Because this screen is good, right? This screen is sizable. I'm not gonna lie about that. But this screen is from 2008 or 2010. You know what I mean? It's a big, like, decently, like, flat screen, but it's one of the first ones from HP. Got it for free from my uncle when I got the computer, because I didn't have anything. I bought that small little monitor. He's like, hey, do you want this screen? Like, it's like a big office, like one of the first office, you know, flatter screens. I have no problem. It doesn't have HDMI in it. It has VGA. That's how, yo, VGA is the key. It's the key to having, like, less stress. I've put the computer on here. I put the computer on the big TV. It's a big TV, all right? It's a big television. I've put the computer on here. It works. It works well. I haven't played Red Dead on a big screen yet, though. I have not played Red Dead on the big screen. I haven't played Left 4 Dead on the big. I have not played the best games. I haven't. I gotta play Left 4 Dead 2 on the big screen. And I'm not even a video game person. Like, I'm not even a video game person for real. Playing Sims, faded as fuck on a giant television. See how poor I am? 32-inch television is huge to me. I'm serious. I'm not kidding. A 32-inch TV is huge to me. Like, it's amazing. So, Left 4 Dead 2, I have it right here on the computer. It's on my taskbar. It's a game that I play for 5 minutes, get my shooting fix on, and just go back to work. I use video games how some people use cigarettes. That's the best way to describe it. I cannot play a game for months. I'll play a game and play it every day for 3 weeks and then not play it. Left 4 Dead, I played that every day for like a month. Just while I was working, while I was editing, just back to it. And then I don't play it. I use a lot of games like drugs. I use a lot of games like drugs and like habits and shit. I'm not gonna lie about it. I do. Left 4 Dead, killer. All my racing games, those get treated like stimulants. That's a whole other pathway. If you did certain drugs, I think you like certain video games. I think you like certain games. If you did a lot of stimulants, you probably like racing games. If you liked racing games as a kid, you probably dabbled in stimulants. I can't explain it fully, but if you know, you know. Like, it's the controlled heart race, it's the acceleration and your brain spiking and the lose the win. Certain games show me what kind of substances you like, or what kind of things you do. Like, there are people with the most patience ever. Like Sims, you for sure are either autistic or you smoke a lot of weed. $85-inch television. You essentially are living in Times Square. An 85-inch TV, dog? That you're living in Times Square. You have a billboard in your crib. You weren't lying. You actually have a billboard in the spot. That's holy shit. I'm thinking that this thing is too much for me. I'm thinking that this 32-inch television is like, whoa. When this shit got dropped off here, I was like, hey, yo, what? 32-inch TV? Yo, I'm balling. Nigga, what? Phew. Phew. I think the idea of big TVs throws me off. Remember the first flat screens? When you say first flat screens, do you remember like are you talking about like are you talking about big screens or first flat screens? Because my mom had one of the first flat screens, about 32 inches, just like this, but it had a big ass bezel. It had a thick ass bezel on it. It was like this thick. It was this thick. The first big screens were scary. The first big screens, the big shits that used to sit on the floor. You had the big ass speaker on the bottom. Though, yo, if I walked into your house in the hood and you had one of those, oh, your parents sells drugs. Your parents sell work, nigga. What? You got one of those and don't neither of them niggas got a job? They do fiend work, okay? They for sure is on the corner. They is selling out the back door to keep them Jordans on your feet, buddy. Nigga, if I walked in your crib and I saw you watching Beyblades on a screen as big as the wall, oh yeah. You coming to school with new shoes every day, I promise you. You have new clothes in the crib. You have food in your fridge. I had the same 2 box TVs in my crib for years. I'm talking until I was 13. We had the same living room TV. The same one. Forever. Same kitchen TV. Forever. Diamond Reed, welcome to Brothers Radio. I'm your host, Pineapple, your host, the most smoke. And today, I have the most explanations on a lot. I'm saving the topic for tomorrow because tonight it would have been a waste. Small crowd, not everyone's gonna see it. I want people to have exposure to the nonsense that I'm talking about. My grandpa had one. I watched Samurai Jack on it and was blown away. Speaking of Samurai Jack, I bought a Samurai Jack rolling tray today from the corner store because I wanted to buy myself something. Buy myself something, I should say. And when I told someone, I told the person I told someone I bought it, I don't think they watched the show enough to care, but I have a thing for backwoods branded things that have nothing to do with backwoods. This was such a watch for me as a kid. This was one of my favorite things to watch on Yes. I know ball, bro. I know game. Okay, I know game. Niggas don't know. This was one of the best cartoon watches. Motherfucker barely had lines for real. Samurai Jack would barely talk. Whole show fire as hell. Good story. Good writing. Amazing animation. What are we saying? No, that was a gem. And people, I got mad shit on this thing right now. No, I bought this $10. I've been seeing it since I moved in. I'm like, nah, I need this. Jack. Niggas don't know. Oh, I'm about to really open y'all ears. You ready? What y'all niggas know about Zatch Bell? What you niggas know about Zatch Bell? What you know about little people with powers? What you know about little niggas coming from books with powers and shit? Y'all wasn't there when it premiered though. Y'all, I swear to God, y'all was not there when it premiered. Y'all wasn't there watching that little lonely ass nigga get that red book. Get a little blonde midget. A blonde doll midget thing. Y'all niggas wasn't there, bro. Y'all. And the worst part was Cartoon Network was playing with it. Cartoon Network didn't let us know that this was one of the greatest series to ever touch the cartoon landscape. Cartoon Network letting us think that this is just another bullshit throwaway. Cartoon Network telling them, listen, catching big ass fish. This fucking little idiot running around, getting hated on. Nigga done lost his memory and all that. Don't let the book burn. Don't let your homie get beat out, cause now the book, now he gone. You get into a little battle with your midgets, buddy, done. Was there black ones? Am I blanking on that? Was there black ones? Were they all white? There had to be black ones, right? Come on, there had to be black ones. Were there no black? There was a horse. No, facts. It was a little horse nigga. He was the singer's best friend. That was the singer's buddy. Yeah, the Fabio, whatever his name. Yeah. And his nigga was a horse. Okay, I see why Cartoon Network tried to play it off like another cartoon. I see why. There was literally a horse involved. But no blacks. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that right where it is. No blacks, but we got a horse. I don't care. I don't give a shit, all right? That manga was amazing. That was one of the only mangas I could really read. Horse Loki, the best character? I don't know. They had some crazy one-offs. That show had some of the most crazy one-offs. Like some of the enemies and some of like, you would just want them to come back. I'm not gonna lie. I would want some of the bad guys to come back because they hit. Like it's just a hit sometimes. Man, what happened to the golden age of when anime used to just be solid? Like it was perfect capture. Each book burning was sad. Each one was terrifying. That really like gut wrenched you as a kid. You know what I mean? Like watching, oh, they're never coming back. It got to you because not only did that show make you laugh, that show made you cry a little bit. It made you mad. That was a perfect capture of emotions. Me and my sister used to watch this show all the time. And I think that was one of the most like, I collected Zatch Bell cards, first of all. I was a big trading card person. So I collected Zatch Bell cards. I collected the little books. I had the red one, the black one, the pink one. I'm sorry, the red one, the black one. My sister painted one to be pink because she was very creative. She would paint them different colors. Buy the same ones, paint them different colors. She was mad creative. She did the little symbols on the outside. My sister was like me times 10. Like the way I do all this shit, she does it even more than I do. Like the way I write and no, she's like me plus no drugs. My sister was literally me if I never did substances and I was nicer and light skinned and taller and fat. Just imagine me in a different physical form and I'm quieter. Yeah, that's me. That's my sister. And her brain is like twice as like, you know, creative as mine. That bitch has like the mind of a fucking like preschool book. Okay? It's just imagination and colors and happy and it's okay. Now she thinks like that. But no, we were kids. She was the most imaginative person when it came to this stuff. So that, like Zatch Bell really encompassed a lot for me. Like it encompassed the perfect era of television. You need that sometimes. No, you seriously need the brighter outlook in life. If it wasn't for brighter outlooks in life, I would still be in that dark corner streaming till 5 a.m. and it's getting so high and just staring off into space for 30 minutes while I ignore chat. If it wasn't for positive attitudes, I would still be madly depressed. I would still be hating myself every single day if it was not for positive outlooks and attitudes. Okay? Positive outlooks and attitudes will save you. They will do the things that you wish that you could. Positive outlooks and attitudes will do the best for you. If it wasn't for positive outlooks and attitudes, I would have stayed dishwashing. And not to say that, oh, dishwashing wasn't making me no money. I'm up now. No, I'm broke as hell. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm broke as hell, but I'm trying and I'm striving every day to do the thing that I've been wanting to do since I was a little kid. Positive attitudes will carry you. They will. They really will. Remember that. If it wasn't for positivity, I would not be here. I would still be making Leland videos, thinking this is gonna be the one that takes me out of the algorithm jail. This is gonna be the one that fixes it all. I had to get back to myself, bro. I was so negative. I was so fucking negative all the time. I just wanted to make negative videos, nothing positive. All my videos had this weird sad undertone, bro. If you look at like the old shit, it was all just fuck this guy, my life sucked, let's be happy sometimes. No, now the light is on me. I'm more talkative. I'm aware. If you guys notice, I don't really take dabs or smoke in videos anymore, or in streams. When's the last time you saw me sit here and just dab and just get as high as fuck? When's the last time you saw that? Because I can't even remember. I'm not kidding. I can't remember. I take one dab before stream and that's it. Like, that's it. And I feel higher than Christ sometimes. So you really got to step back and look and go, wow, I'm poisoning myself. Not that cannabis is poison, obviously. But you're poisoning yourself by overindulging, by wallowing in your own sadness. You see how everything turns to a motivational speech with me? That's the danger of talking. That's the danger of me just like, if no one tells me to shut up, I promise you, I will keep fucking talking. I'm healing. I am. I'm literally, yo, stop making me sound like I'm a girl in my 20s. Shut up. I kind of am a girl in my 20s. Anyways, I am healing. Yes, literally healing. My lungs feel a little weaker now because I'm not constantly putting smoke in them bitches. I'm not putting smoke in my lungs 24/7, so I don't feel like my lungs are healing, but they're weaker. If that makes sense, because when you smoke a lot, your lungs get like used to it. You know what I mean? You get iron lungs. But I stopped smoking 10 spliffs every like 2 hours. I stopped dabbing every 30 seconds. I don't hit my pen just for breath, you know what I mean? So my lungs, for sure, they've healed, you know, but it hurts to take fat dabs now. So the healing hurts more. But when I was sad and taking dabs every 30 seconds, I couldn't feel that shit. I couldn't feel it. It was air. And then at times I would take too fat of dabs and then die, but I would come back. But now, yo, I load this bitch up one time. I load this hoe up one time. One good rip before stream. My eyes all red. I'm over here looking like these. Eyes, motherfucker. But no, seriously, I take so little dabs now. I just don't ingest like I used to. Like I just don't. And I was having this conversation with somebody who really helps me out with, like, you know, mental shit and all types of things, and you know, the progression of my life for real. And they said, I'm very glad that you're not ingesting THC the way you used to. Like you have more of a quality of life now. You're not just looking to numb yourself out. But I'm like, you're no longer numb. That's 100% correct. I no longer feel like life is just happening. I was living in a dark corner, people. I was quite literally existing in a dark corner. I used to sit in the most uncomfortable chair all day, make videos, stream at night, and then cry myself to sleep because of how lonely I was. It would get terrible. Oh, this friend has helped me through everything. This friend has helped me through everything. This friend has told me that I'm glad that you're not getting as high as you used to. Like, to my face. Like, during conversation, I'm like, man, I wish I was getting like high again like I used to, and you know, taking dabs all the time. I can't take dabs like I used to. Like, good. That's very good. You should not have been getting that high. And when I was hanging out with them, you know, I was hanging out with them around my birthday, and I was looking at the fact that I got weed products for my birthday, and I was happy as fuck, right? I got my favorite brand of jars. Okay? Headshot Labs, my favorite thing, and my favorite, okay? But I was looking at the fact that I got THC products, and I even got some flour, because remember, we went out to the reservation, right? We went out to the reservation. They got some stuff, I got some stuff. I even got a little jar of bud. I never smoke anymore. That jar of bud is like halfway still full. 7 grams would not have lasted me 4 days before. I would have blew through that shit in 2 days. Period. It just would have been done. There is still a good 3 or 4 grams in that jar. I have not touched it since my birthday. The jars that I got, the dab jars I got, I barely broke into. I might have took 2 dabs out of each, 3 dabs out of each. To have somebody to talk to you like that without any benefit other than seeing you better is a gift. Nah, this friend has shown me the way of moderation, patience, understanding. I could never replace the emotional the emotional gratification, the emotional understanding, the emotional just kindness that I've been given through this person. It's otherworldly, truly. But I was looking at the products that I got for my birthday and thinking, these are gonna last me so long. I just don't use them. And not to say that I don't like dabbing, I don't like getting high. Do you know who you're talking to? I love dabbing, I love getting high, I love smoking weed, I love all that shit, right? But it's like the homie that likes to have a drink at night, but they get a cool bottle, and then you know that's just gonna last them 2 months. You know that one $20 bottle, one $30 bottle is gonna last them forever because they just stopped drinking like that. We all know somebody like that used to just go through shit, and after a while it's like, not to say I don't like it. But I practice moderation more now. Bro, I'll go in like 2-3 hours in the morning and be like, damn, I'm sober as fuck. Not on no weird shit, no bad shit, but like, yo, I'm sober as hell. Shraggy? Start shracking your head like, should I take a dab right now? No, I don't need to. Okay. Like, should I hit the pin? I'm good. My dad had the same Crown bottle in his office cabinet for years. Exactly. Is that grown man shit? Damn, is that growing up? Fuck. Oh, that's growing up. That's growing up. That's literally wow. This is, if you ever wanted to see a man understand where his place in the world in front of your faces, you just saw it. You just saw it. This is why I like to stream and like talk with you guys and discuss things, because in my mind I'm like, man, you know, I'm kind of falling behind on my shit. Why do I need to fall behind on getting too intoxicated? Maybe I'm just growing the fuck up. Maybe I'm seeing that these things should last me a while and not go through them like a junkie. Maybe I'm seeing that having a collection of things that I enjoy is more becoming of me. Having a good dab collection, having a good concentrate collection, having a good edible collection, I think that is more important to me at this point. You know, having the liquor cabinet, right? As an adult, as a kid, our parents had a liquor cabinet where they had shit. It wasn't getting opened every day. They just had that shit. Or they had bottles in the office, but my mom had handles in the office. I ain't gonna hold you. My mom had handles of rum and vodka in the office. But she wasn't a drinker for real. She just had that shit for parties. It was for one party, actually. My mom bought handles of alcohol for one party. And then, actually, I lied. My mom was an alcoholic. She didn't drink liquor. She did not drink liquor. My mom drank beer. So, beer and wine. Wine, not speech classes, right? So she had the handles of liquor in the office. I walked in one day and I saw her pour, like having a martini type glass with just straight rum in it. I was like, oh, you different for real. Like, you different for real. Like, I had to step back like, yo, you different for real. And that's when I realized I got those same genes. So when I grew up and I figured out that my favorite drink is rum, splash of fruit juice, and ice, I was like, oh yeah, that shit, that gangster shit hereditary. That gangster shit is hereditary. When I saw my mom having the straight up fucking wine glass with the clear liquor in it, I'm like, oh, you dangerous. You're a dangerous woman. You are a dangerous bitch. There's the woman that beat my ass at 5 years old. There she is. Yo, I swear to God, I was walking home from the store, right, with my mom one day. I was a little kid. I was like 6 years old, maybe 5. I dropped her beer because she made me carry a bag with a beer in it. She used to drink the fat 40s. My mom was an attorney. A very well respected and well paid attorney, but she was still drinking 40s. That shit is that shit don't leave you. That shit don't leave you, bro. So I'm carrying my mom's big ass bottle home, and I'm little, I'm weak, I'm scared, I'm nervous. I dropped the bottle. She's screaming at me on the street. What the fuck is wrong with you? You gonna hold that shit for 2 more houses? You gonna hold that shit? Oh, fuck, I'm crying, I'm freaking out. This is why I got such bad anxiety. I think everything's gonna go wrong. I'm crying, I'm freaking out. Oh, I'm sorry. And this random man intervened, had a fresh beer on next to him on the stoop. He's looking at my mom like, why are you yelling at that little boy? He just dropped it, it's okay, here, take one of these. Grabbed it from the box and handed it to her. On some hood neighborhood shit, just handed it to her. She's like, oh, thank you for Thank you for saving his ass tonight. I was like, oh my God, bitch, you're an insane person. You're an insane person. So my mom was always an alcoholic. Real shit, my mom was always an alcoholic. So the idea of the liquor cabinet was never a thing because that bitch did not keep liquor. Nobody in my family was a liquor drinker. Hold on, let's think about this. The only person that really drank liquor in my household, for real, was niggas that married into the family. In my household, my family. Niggas who married in. So, my aunt's husbands, them niggas drank. Everybody in my immediate family was on that beer and wine shit. No direct liquor. Maybe that's why I grew up a white rum ass motherfucker. That heritage, the fact that it tastes nice over ice with fruit juice. No, man, I just grew up watching my family drink beer so much. My sister doesn't drink at all. My sister is legitimately a sober person. She does not drink, does not smoke, does not eat edibles. She didn't even want to use CBD oil when I gave it to her. But she be speeding off them Adderalls, I tell you that right now. She's a writer with mental issues. The Adderalls is her best friend. Niggas, the Adderalls is her best friend. Oh, yo, I remember she came out tweaking the one day. I was living with my mom. My sister was in her room. This was when I was 26, 25. My sister texted me, hey, come talk to me about this book. She was writing a book, right? She wrote the book already. She comes out the room Her hands look so numb. Her hands look numb. She's shaking, and she has like a tablet and a notepad out. She's like, "Can you read this and tell me if it makes sense?" What do you mean if it makes sense? She said, "Okay, I have notes on why I have to make this shorter, but add more details, and I have to talk about this, and it has to do with the intergalactic handshake." Intergalactic handshake? Woman, are you on drugs? Are you on drugs? I remember asking her, "Are you okay?" Because once again, I've seen all of these habits, right? I've seen all these habits. Why? Because I was a junkie on amphetamines, all right? I know what it looks like. I'm watching this girl shake in front of me and show me her book, and she's like, no, just read it. So I'm reading it. It makes sense, but you can tell that somebody on stimulants wrote it. You get it? You can absolutely tell that somebody who was heavily stimulated wrote this. Like I'm rewriting, like, 'cause, okay, tonight I'm gonna go back and edit my show. I have to take out the parts where you can clearly tell that I was methed out. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie about it. I have to take out all the parts where you can tell that I was on heavy substances, because there are a lot of points in this show where it's run-ons, it's the details just stack. I used the word, he went to the couch, he got up, he did this. You can tell my brain was just trying to get the words out, get all the words out. I know it in a second. I can sniff. I was gonna say I can sniff it out. That's not. I shouldn't make sniff jokes when I touch my nose this much. But I can smell it. If you give me a script, and if you give me 3 scripts and say point out all the parts where someone was on drugs when they wrote it, I will do it every time. I'm a writer who was addicted to multiple. I said was. I swear, I said was. You could piss test me at any point. I don't do drugs anymore. I'm willing to prove that on camera at any point. In case one of you wants to fuck with me, I'm ready to prove that shit on camera at any goddamn point. You hear me? But I was addicted to so many substances while being an active writer, while actively writing movies, writing my show, writing shorts, doing school shit. I know what it looks like. Intergalactic handshake sounds like a Neil deGrasse Tyson term to dumb down a complex idea. Your sister is onto something very unique. I never said my sister wasn't a smart, creative motherfucker, man. Like, she's so smart that she outsmarted the school system in the city. That I can say for 100%. My sister was so smart, she outsmarted the school niggas. She was doing bad at her private school, right? She was so mentally not well, she said, "I don't want to go to school anymore." The school district said, "You can't do that. You have to go to school. Like, you can't just not go to school." My sister said, "All right, bet." She went to school for the she went to school for the tards. And I'm saying that to be funny. I'm not saying that to put any sort of insult to anybody. My sister went to school where they graded her on her coloring at one point. This is a straight A bitch. This is somebody who I watched get like awards every semester. This is somebody who was the golden standard for intelligence. This is somebody who wrote their first book when they were 5. This is someone who I watched get honored at church week in and week out. This was a true scholar. My sister is one of them ones, bro. Started little charity shits in high school, all of this. My sister was really one of them ones. I watched this bitch enroll herself in a retard school. She literally pulled a Cartman. She said, "Listen, I'm not gonna do any of this work. You niggas gonna have to get this education back in blood. I'm not doing this shit." My sister said, "I'm not doing this, and you can't make me. You can't make me learn." and the whole time I'm making fun of her. "What the fuck, you going to this school for the special kids? You going to this school?" My sister was really one of them ones. She didn't feel like going to school for a year, so she went to school with the special kids. Like, looking back, that was straight up 4D, 3D movie theater chess moves. That bitch saw every step 10 steps ahead. That I can say, yo, that was one of the greatest, like, if I can't do it, I'ma do it moves. Nah, she's a genius. My sister is a genius. My mother was an actual, like, child prodigy type shit, so her kids weren't gonna be stupid. My mom went to college when she was 15 years old. Okay? She passed the bar before the US said that she was gonna be drinking. Okay? I'm sorry. She went to law school before the US said that she should be drinking. You see my point? Not past the bar. She went to law school before she could drink. Niggas don't get that. When I say my mom is an idiot, my mom's an idiot, she turned into an idiot. She turned stupid. She was a genius. That's why it pisses me off. My mom was so fucking stupid now. She ruined her brain. I've watched someone ruin their brain before. Fuck the getting your brain part taken out. If you don't use that shit after, if you don't use it because you feel dumb, you will be dumb. I've seen it. That's why when I say no days off, I mean it. You have to work every day if you want to keep your brain. I don't give a fuck what anybody has to say. Okay? If you want to keep your intelligence, you will work at that shit every single day. I watched my mother's brain rot. Okay? She gave up. I can't do that. I can't. If I have the same genes as her, if me and my sister have the same genes as that crazy bitch, I can't ever take a day off. I refuse. A day of rest? Yes. A day of rest? Absolutely. But on my day of rest, I'm still doing shit. I'm still planning on how to do something the next day. My days of rest are still laced with work. Always. I don't care. When people say, oh, you're going to get burnt out. I'm bipolar. I get burnt out every week. So what? My brain literally forces me to come back. There is no staying down. I'm the worst person to fight. You can shoot me and I will still find a way to get up. My brain tells me you can't stop. That bipolar disorder, my brain tells me you can't stop. You failed? Okay, keep going. You failed before. You failed harder. Come on, keep going. Bipolar disorder is the most toxically positive thing in your brain, because you'll want to give up for 30 seconds straight, and then for 30 hours straight you'll be like, this is why I'm not giving up, bitch. This is why I can't do it. But that 30 seconds is gonna feel like hell. That 30 seconds is going to bring you to some of the worst pits, some of the worst spikes you have to get over. But once you're out of that pit, there's no stopping you until you hit the next pit. But guess what? Once you learn how to jump over them motherfuckers, that's how it goes, nigga. I saw a short for The Mentalist where the killer is a guy putting up a special facade. If my sister turned out to be a killer, like, if my sister turned out to be like a serial murderer, I wouldn't be too shocked. That bitch has been crazy her whole life. But she's too nice. She would like hurt somebody and then go, oh, I'm so sorry. Did that stab hurt you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I'll take you to the hospital. Just don't snitch on me or I'll give you another one. That's my sister. Bipolar disorder is a bitch, but the more you know, the easier it gets. It's even harder when you don't want to medicate yourself. And I know a bipolar person saying they don't want to be on medication. Oh, ho, ho. But when someone goes off their meds and they like spiral and lose control, you have to look at what was happening before. When you see someone go off their meds, this is usually what happens. They're usually doing great. They're usually doing great in life, but they miss the excitement. Tell me I'm lying, bro. Tell me I'm fucking lying. Please, someone tell me I'm lying. They usually go off their meds when they want more excitement, when their life has got too boring, when they feel like things are stagnant. They get off their medication because they want to feel that spike. No matter what anyone says, bipolar disorder is addicting. You get addicted to how high you can get. Don't lie. Don't say that. No, you know damn well you get addicted to how high you can get. Because once you're at a plateau, you're like, oh, I remember when I could work for 20 hours straight. I remember when I could crank out videos 3 times a day. Tell me I'm lying. I fucking dare you. You want to feel that good again. You know how low you can get, but guess what? You're not focused on that shit. You're focused on the high. Yeah. Some mental disorders are so addicting because it's so comforting. You know how low you can get, but you wanna go higher. So when you're at that plateau, what do? You stop taking your anti-psychs. You stop taking that anti-psychs. You stop taking the anti-psychs, the anti-anxiety, everything. You stop taking it. You know why? Because it feels good. Now you're getting your work ethic back. You feel more social. You know, you're more talkative. You're not as hungry. You're not wrong, but I don't want to act like you're right. You know I am. Listen, if no one else is going to say it, you know I'm going to say it. You can be so addicted to how high you get. That shit is like, now I can work more. Now I can do this. I can go party more. And then you start to lose your routine. You start to lose your ground. Like being grounded for months, being everything stable, and then I want to be high. I want to be high with no drugs. I'm speaking to y'all. I'm talking to y'all right now. I know I am. I know I'm poking somebody's chest right now. I'm metaphorically doing this shit to you. I'm in your face with it. I'm giving you a real spill. But what you never see is the person. What you go off. You always go off to him. Listen. What you never see is the person who's doing bad off the medication. Like this motherfucker is a zombie, not doing well, just alive. But when they decide to go off the medication, people look at them like they're crazy. The other person, that person needed to stay on medication because they couldn't survive without it. But God forbid somebody who was doing terribly on medication decide to stop. Medication was not helping me. It made me more docile. The only people who told me to get back on medication were the people who benefited from me being docile. Who benefited from me going, okay, I'll do what you ask. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to make you mad. I'm sorry. Okay, I go off the meds. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear that shit. Stop fucking talking to me. No. Shut the fuck. Now I'm crazy because I don't want to be a bitch anymore. Now I'm. Oh, you need help. You need, bro. But when I was falling asleep all the time, and you was telling me that I don't have a personality anymore, what happened with that? But now that I got some spike back, now that I'm pushing back on your bullshit, it's a problem? But I thought it was a problem when I was falling asleep every 5 minutes. What happened? Oh, you want me to go back to falling asleep and not being able to be creative and just sort of being a bitch. People want me to go back to being a bitch because it benefited them that I was a bitch. It benefited them that they could just do whatever they wanted. Basically, Superman having to lose his powers. 100%. 100%. If I came on here medicated up, y'all would know. Y'all would know. You can see the difference in my face. My eyes aren't as open. Like, my eyes aren't as open. Like, this is how I was on medication. Hi, guys. Welcome to Broke House Radio. Yay. Okay, so today I have this one story. It was back in 2019. Yeah. I had this really weird encounter. That was me on meds. I'm not kidding. There are videos of me during this time. I'm always sleepy. I was a zombie. And people, anybody in my life who saw me at this point, if they weren't benefiting from me being docile, they were worried. Like, if they weren't benefiting from me just handing over my money to pay somebody's rent, if they weren't benefiting from me having issues, they were worried. I used to, oh, that was a snort. I used to get messages from my friends asking, "Are you okay? You're very tired." Look, I passed out while washing dishes at work, and I was so tired that I low key, you know, at a certain point went back to the old stay up habits. I had to go visit the animals because I was falling asleep every 5 minutes. So not only is this medication hurting my brain, it's hurting my body because some antipsychotics made it so I couldn't move. Yeah, at one point, my body locked up so bad that when I was working at Instacart, my legs didn't work. You heard me. My legs didn't work. I was Latuda. Fuck you, Latuda. Okay? It made it so I had terrible dreams that I was a part of some sort of murder plot against a native village, and my legs didn't work. What kind of life is that? What kind of life is it as to where you're afraid to close your eyes at night because you don't know what kind of horrible things are gonna play in your head like a goddamn movie trailer, and you can't walk? I thought I was turning into my mom. I'm not playing, bro. I thought I was turning into my mother. I'm walking like these. I'm walking like those. I'm serious. Oh my God, dude. As someone with, you know, because at first I thought I was just majorly bipolar and there was just no saving me. Nigga, what? No. Do I have like mood instability? For sure. Hell yeah, I got mood instability. What the fuck? But people with severe bipolar disorder, they can't go without medication. Their lives are torturous. They feel like they can start businesses and jump off roofs and be God. That's severe bipolar disorder. I'm like them, but I'm not like them. Does that make sense? I'm one of them, but I'm not like one of them. If you move like that, you need more hydraulic fluid. You're giving away your identity, Butternugget. You're giving away your identity. You're giving away your fucking identity here. More hydraulic fluid. You machine man. Machine man. Whale Talk. Welcome to Brothers Radio. I am your host, Pineapple, your host of the most smoke. And today, I have the most talks about how certain medications are just not good for some people. I am one of the people of the bipolar disorder community that understands I'm down here. Some niggas is up here. I'm good down here. I will take my work ethic spikes and my depressive lows. I can handle my depressive lows now. I just take a day off. I come on here for an hour. I talk it out. When I have a depressive episode, I come on stream for minimum 1 hour. If I go above the hour, great. If I don't, I still did my part that day. That makes sense? If I go above the hour, if I feel like talking, because sometimes I'll be like, man, I just feel like shit, dude. I don't know what the fuck's happening. I just feel like shit. Y'all have seen it. I come on here sad as hell. 20 minutes later, I'm like, oh, I feel so much better. Thank you guys for talking to me. Why would I, this sounds fucked up, right? But listen, why would I ever go to therapy when this is like the best therapy ever? I'm not saying I don't need therapy. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying you guys like some professionals. No, but sometimes therapy is truly just talking out your feelings with people who help you unravel them. So honestly, if this continue, since this is my actual job, I'm probably not gonna use this. I've been using this as therapy. It's been the most like flourishing feeling to just come on here and go, hey, I have problems. Listen to them. Let's relate. Let's talk. Tell me about your problems so we can discuss how to be better. That cycle, that concept has saved me. Okay? Call me what the fuck you want. You can call me insane. You can call me someone that needs help. I know I need help, all right? I've needed help since I was a little boy. No one has helped me properly except for talking out my problems with people with like problems. When I come on here and say, oh, this happened to me when I was a kid, and people would just say, oh, that happened to me too, happened to me too, happened. The fuck? That happened to this? Like when I said, oh, my dad kidnapped me. Somebody came in the comments and said, I thought that only happened to me. What? What? Whoa, what? Your dad kidnapped you, nigga? You too? Did he lock you in the closet too? Did he walk back and forth in front of the closet like a crazy person? For real? Oh! Damn, schizophrenics all act the same, huh? I can make these jokes. I have schizophrenic genes. I'm not schizophrenic, but I have the genes for sure. I'd be a liar to say that mental illness does not get passed down. I'd be a flat out liar. I remember when shadow work was a big thing that... Oh my God. Was the big thing? Yes. I had to think for a second. Yes. Like... I think that the best thing you can do in the world, and this is not me trying to put any sort of agenda on someone, right? The best way to get your emotions out, to get your feelings out, is to talk about them with someone who can understand you. Because most therapists don't give a fuck about you. Okay, I'm tired of people thinking that their therapist cares. Your therapist sees you as a dollar. Okay, they talk about you when you're not there. I'm not putting paranoia in nobody's head, but it's the truth. Your therapist gossips about you. Your therapist gossips about you, whether you know it or not. Are they supposed to? No, but they do. They do. Your therapist gossips about you. They form opinions on you. They're not supposed to, but they form opinions on you, just so you're aware of that. They form opinions on you. They only see you for financial gain. This is not me bullshitting. This is just the truth. Butterhelp.com. Butterhelp? That's wild. Butterhelp.com. Yo, don't get me started on BetterHelp. BetterHelp was an Adderall factory. But them niggas didn't give me no Adderall when I signed up. No, I'm kidding. They didn't give me Adderall, honestly. They didn't. Like I'm kind of pissed that they didn't. No, I'm kidding. No, I have like a whole like goodbye letter to Adderall. Like that shit was such a big problem in my life. I have a painting. I have like a fucking like a canvas that I bought on Temu years ago. It's literally a girl leaning on a pill bottle. It says Adderall. I want to make it an art piece that says, "Dear Adderall, you ruined my life." There's a whole thing that I want to write on it. Because I don't want to ever glorify that substance ever again, but I want to make an art piece out of it. I know it's gonna be fire. I know it is. I might do that on stream. That's something I might do on stream because I want to like do it in different colors to show each time. Like, it's a whole emotional reasoning thing. It's gonna be heat. Trust me. There are certain things that I want to just like make art out of, but it's like this big canvas that just says Adderall on the bottom, and I don't want to glorify it, but I want to write, you know, like you ruined my life, you kept me warm like on cold study nights, stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I want to make it very clear, I do not endorse prescription abuse. I don't even endorse prescription usage. Real shit, bro. Like, that's a Damien Hirst type art direction. Thank you. I'm trying, man. Like, I want people to recognize my art for what it is, which is a man trying. That should be my art exhibit. The trying man, the trying dad, the changing man, the changing trying man. Art installment, the changing trying man. Y'all saw me go from hoodies in the dark covering my face to, let me step out on these niggas real quick. Let me give them a fit check real quick. You see my point? Y'all saw me go from dark rooms in the corner to, hey, let's go out in the light and have some fun in the daytime. The trying man will always try, right? That's how you know that someone is really trying to, that's how you know that the betterment's coming. You can't put effort in and get nothing back. That's not how this works. That's not how the world works. If you are putting in some sort of effort, you will get something back. I am proof of that. I put in how many years editing, doing all the same shit over and over and over. Not the same shit, but trying different shit over and over and over again. It cracks off. It works. Okay, you just need one thing to work. You just run it in, run it in. It's how it happens. It's how it starts. And then once it goes away, right? Once the channel got deleted, I was like, man, I fucking suck at this. What the fuck? Couldn't even keep a channel. No, I'm so funny. I'm so entertaining. YouTube said, hey, bro, start over. You got too much juice going on. We're gonna nerf you. We're gonna nerf you again. We're gonna take your shit away. Try again. Do it again. Bet you can't do it again. That's what it felt like YouTube said to me. Like, bet you can't do it again, bitch ass nigga. Bet you can't do it again. Huh? I can't do it again. I can't do it again. Okay. You're one of the characters that Dorothy finds. You get what you need along the way, not that at the end of the journey. Thank you. Right there. Yes. So my point being, at the end of everything, at the end of let's say at the end of, I'm trying to think, how do I say this? At the end of every YouTuber's journey, right? They get the fancy car and the crazy apartment, or at the end of the journey they give up. But toward the end of the journey, they get the car, they get the apartment, they get the this, and then and then at some point they go, oh, the YouTube money didn't last. I fucked it up. You know, I spent it all, bro. I blew through 100,000 in 2 months. I don't know how I did it. I blew through 50K in a week. I don't know how I did it. That's because you never lost that shit on the way there. That's because you never had to restart off of nothing. You just kept escalating and you just kept spending the money as a king, spending the money as a king. You never learned to live below your means as money comes in. You didn't get that lesson. You didn't learn as you were going. You tried to learn at the end because you kept fucking up. You didn't learn any lesson until the very end. You didn't progress. How many YouTubers have you seen that, like, I'm going broke? I spent all my money quick. I spent it all. Now I'm back working a job because I fucked up the YouTube money. When people say that they can't, I don't know how, like, I fucked up my YouTube money, but I couldn't save nothing. You couldn't save anything? Then on OnlyFans. That's funny. Courage, intelligence, heart. You gotta learn those things along the way. You have to. Like, there's never a day in my life where I'll say, man, I blew all my YouTube money. Every dollar that I get off this internet shit goes to making sure that I can live. If I spend any percentage on myself, I'll let you niggas know exactly what I did with it. Do I have to do that? No. But I don't want anyone to ever come on here and say, oh, he's trying to get money for this. No, I'm not. I'm trying to get money to live. I'm trying to get money to live. I've never accepted donations or money to anything. Like, if it was for a specific thing, it goes to a specific thing. Now, at one point, I had to use money for new equipment for rent. But I feel like my supporters would rather I pay for rent than some like new equipment pieces. You know what I mean? So that was like one of the only times where and I explicitly said like I had to use all like the proceeds from like the support for rent for like to betterment. No one batted an eye. Why? Because transparency. Because it was towards something that was actually needed. Retard 2.0. If I could get a glass retard, that'd be amazing. If I could get a glass retard, I'd be so happy. But for right now, this is perfect. This is perfect. No, I've quite literally never spent money in like a flagrant way from YouTube. My first YouTube check, it got spent on a bed. It got spent on a bed. My first YouTube check got spent on a bed, groceries. I'm not gonna lie. I bought a little bit of dabs with it. I bought some dabs with it. I ain't gonna hold you. I bought some dabs with it. Okay, but I also had a job at the time. So the YouTube check was just extra. So I bought a bed, I bought my kids some toys. I bought some food. I bought some concentrates. But that was the one check where I said I'm gonna spend some of this on myself. My first YouTube check got spent a little bit on me, the rest on important shit. Every other YouTube check was important shit. Live. Not once have I gone, damn, I blew that shit. I spent it all on this. Never. Okay? That's why I stock up on shit when I can. That's why I buy edibles when I can. That's why I buy dabs when I can. So because I know there's gonna be points when I can't. There's gonna be points where I can't spend $1. There's been days where I could not spend $1 on shit. There's been weeks where I couldn't spend 99 cents on anything. But guess what? I made sure that fridge was full. I made sure that I can get stoned because I'm so fucking sad because I'm broke. I make sure that I'm always putting in work for the next day. I'm making sure I'm always putting my face in the screen like, hey, entertainment. You want to help support me? I love it all. People who swear up and down that YouTube can't support, bro, these YouTube checks ain't paying the bills. You're not trying to pay the bills with them. You're not trying to get cheaper bills. How about that? If you want to live off YouTube and you're making a couple of grand a month, get cheaper bills. I promise it's possible. I swear to God it's possible. Niggas just don't want to live a little bit below the means. Niggas just don't want to do that. Especially YouTubers, bro. A YouTuber is gonna try and flex, buy a new car, new penthouse spot. Nigga, what? Who am I flexing for? I've built my audience on being frugal. I've built my audience on saying I'm broke as hell. Y'all love that shit. Y'all love when I say I'm broke, not because y'all want me to stay broke, but it's because of the authenticity. I will never come on here and pretend to have more money than I do. You niggas gonna know when YouTube starts to hit crazy. When I come on here with the Headshot Labs crop top, like, hey. When I come on here with the fresh half-ounce jars of Headshot Labs, just know shit going well. I'm gonna be in the same. I mean, not the same, but I'm always gonna have, you know, a decent home. Like, I want to say small, right? I want to say small, but like, I don't want to live in this spot forever. But I'm always gonna want to live comfortably, like quaint. I don't want a big ass house. That's what I'm saying. I don't want the big penthouse spot. I want a home, but I always want to live in a comfortable place. Okay, I always want to live in a place where my bills aren't killing me. I never want the fucking mansion shit. Humble, exactly. I never want the big ass crib and you know, the giant gate. No, I don't want that. I really fucking don't. Like, I just want to live in a home where I know that, oh, this is comfortable, safe, nice environment. My things are where I want. My bills aren't expensive. I'm living how I choose to. You will never see me. Hey, we just moved into the 12th floor. Yeah, we got the 90-inch TV on the wall, $4,000 couch right there. I bought that at an art exhibit in Italy. I ain't even been to Italy. I sent my assistant there. No, that will never happen. Where'd you get the couch, Pine? I got it from Walmart. That shit was $100. I still scammed it. I got it for $55. But you just sold a movie last week. I don't give a fuck. I still scammed that couch for $55. Jay-Z shit. I was literally impersonating Jay-Z. I channeled Jay-Z in that statement. I'ma always have the cheap ass couch. I'ma probably always have this inexpensive television that I love so much. Like, that's not a joke. Like, I love inexpensive shit that means a lot, or like that can work well. I love it. I do. I'm always gonna have my desk. One thing you will never see me have is a fancy gaming PC. Never in my life will I spend money on a fancy looking gaming PC. A fancy computer? Yes, but it's always going to be, give me fancy PC parts, but put it in a fucking computer, put it in a school computer shell. Don't ever give me one of those computers that has the clear glass on the side with the fans and the RGB. What the fuck am I paying for? Am I paying for the parts, or am I paying because it looks like it's gonna fucking power a spaceship? I don't want that. Give me a computer that works. Give me something that if someone breaks in here, they're not even gonna think to take it because they think it runs Windows 98. That's what I want. Give me something that a burglar would overlook. This setup looks like it's from a 1985 radio station. That's exactly what the fuck I want. This keyboard looks like it was made for an Atari. This computer looks like it was stolen out of an office. This screen looks like it was stolen out of an office in 2000. Do you see my point? I always want to have the same type of simple aesthetic that I've had forever. Okay? I always want to live below my means. There will never be a point where I'm not doing that. And that's not to say that I'm gonna be a broke bitch. Oh, we are going to take so many photos. Yeah. Yes. But I need it to always be. You'll never catch me taking pictures in a mansion. That's not the case. I don't want that. If anything, give me like the small house, but just put it way far away. I'll take that. If you give me the house that has like nothing but woods around it, there's like one road a mile away, that's fine. That's great. I'll take that any day. I used to want to live in like an apartment, just like I used to want the tall up building, the tall up apartment building. I used to want that. I live in New York. Of course, I wanted to live in the tall up apartment building. And then as I got older, my dream apartment for real, before I would get, the dream house, my dream apartment is above a store on some like lower class New York shit. I always wanted the apartment above a store. That's the dream. If I had the apartment above a store, I'm right in by the window. Ooh! It don't get more New York than that. It doesn't. But this apartment that's not above a store, I'm smack dab in the middle of the shit. Like, but I just found out that like a store maybe 5 or 6 blocks away, they have so many apartments around that bitch. I was like, damn, I could have got one of them spots. They literally had like a whole apartment building around the store. I was like, ooh, what? That shit was hard. It was a store, and in the back, it was a hallway that had like 5 apartments. I was like, damn, I need that. Like, that shit was cool. That shit was cool, boy. I looked at an apartment that was above a I looked at an apartment that was above a store when I was doing my moving. I thought I was gonna get that place. I got so excited. I came on here like, yeah, I'm about to get that spot. That place was almost double this. That place was $11.95 a month. That place was $11.95 a month. Almost $1,200. For what, you may ask? For an apartment above a store that they basically told me that they're not sure if there's lead paint in there or not. And this was the reason they couldn't rent it to me. But I kept asking, like, do you have any other places? They showed me one that was $1,000 a month for 2 bedrooms. It was like in shambles. There were holes in the wall. The floor wasn't there. The bedroom was like nothing but beams. No drywall, no nothing. Like, yeah, this is $1,000 a month. I'm sorry, excuse me? I was so fucking insulted because I walked all the way from my old spot there. I remember I saw like 3 places in a day at one point. At one point, I saw like 3 places in a day. The one guy said, "Yeah, we have a basement apartment. It's like it's in a building, but it's like on the basement part." I said, "All right, cool. Yeah, you got like laundry on site. Yeah, we got all that." Buddy said, "Okay, come see it." I'm about to get on the bus to go see it. He says, "Can't show it to you. Can't rent it to you. We have a rat issue." You didn't go in the apartment for over a month when we had been talking for 2 weeks about me seeing the place. So what the fuck were you doing for 2 weeks? Just dicking me around? I need a place to live, motherfucker, and you are taking 2 weeks to show me an apartment? Keep in mind, please, for the love of God, keep in mind, this was the first place that I saw in my apartment hunt. This place that you see me in now was the very first place that I saw when I started looking for apartments. I walked 10 miles to this bitch. I wish I was lying. I have so much evidence of this. You can check my GPS tracking if you don't fucking believe me. I walked 10 miles to this bitch. Nigga wasn't even really showing the spot. I mean, he showed it, but he said, you gotta do proof of income. You gotta do this, that, send it here, do this. I said, all right, cool. No problem. All right, you got it. Proof of income. You got it, bro. I got you. Sent all of it over. They said, all right, it's a water leak. Can't rent it to you. All right, cool. I started shopping around, going other places. Nobody was fucking with me. Nobody. When I say, I mean, nobody was fucking with me. I saw one spot that was, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm pretty sure there was a dead body somewhere on that property. I'm pretty sure there was like a dead animal somewhere on that property. Because I just kept smelling decaying flesh. Every time I walked by like this certain part of the backyard, I kept smelling decay. Like I kept smelling dog shit and decay. So I'm walking up to go to the apartment because it's upstairs. I'm walking and my head just turns like I'm very sensitive to smell, so smelling something that wasn't alive was like, whoa, what is that? And the guy who was showing the apartment, he looked like this. Like, as soon as I turned around, when I smelled it, he went, ugh. Like, damn it. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Ugh. Like, what are you sighing for? You know something's in this bitch. You know something's in this bitch. Because the downstairs apartment was fucking sealed. See, this is why my city's very shady. My city's very shady. It smelled like feces and rotting flesh. So I'm looking around and I'm seeing the bottom apartment, like it's latched, it's, you know, it's sealed. Like, oh, this is if you rent this, whatever is in here is your problem kind of situation. I was still gonna rent it. I needed a place to live. I was like, fuck it, bro. I don't know whose body that is. I don't care. Nigga, oh well. Oh, oops. I can claim plausible deniability. I did not know there was bodies in the bottom apartment. How did I know that? I just moved in. How the fuck would I know that? I went on Facebook for apartments. That was a disaster because my Facebook is basically a burner. And nobody wanted to. It's my real name, but my real name doesn't sound real, okay? My real name just sounds fake. Like it just sounds fake as fuck. Oh, my real name sounds so not real, and that pisses me off. It makes me mad that my real name doesn't sound real. It sounds like a name. It just doesn't sound like it matches my face. My name sounds like an old white general. An old white southern general. No, wait. No. Just an old guy. Just an old war general. Fuck the South. Just not fuck the South. Damn it. I'm about to have all you Texas niggas mad at me. Butter Nugget, I'm sorry. I didn't mean fuck the South. I didn't mean that, okay? Y'all got cheap living. No, I lost 2 viewers. I said fuck the South. I didn't mean that. Clifford, that is not my real name. I was gonna say Butternut. I'm pretty sure you know my real name. I'm almost certain you know my real name. It does not sound like that. There are certain people that are supporters that know my real name that don't say anything. It makes me so happy. Like, oh, y'all niggas are committed to the bit. Y'all are committed to the bit. It's a good bit. Y'all are committed to it. I just don't say anything. Like, my name is very easily discoverable. I just don't say anything. And everybody who figures it out doesn't say anything. It's so nice. Like, it makes me so warm inside. Like, damn, y'all are committed to this joke of just never saying my real name. If you find it out, you find it out. Like, I'm not one of those people that, like, oh, don't look me up. I have a bad criminal record. Bro, no. I've never been no, I don't have any sort of record nowhere. Okay? I don't have any sort of hate websites made against me. I just don't want people knowing my real name. I'm paranoid. That's all. Has nothing to do with background checks. Has nothing to do with any of that shit. I just don't want people knowing my real name. Like, someone asked that in the comment, oh, you afraid we're gonna find your record? No, nigga. No, there is no record to find. I'm the most, like, squeaky clean citizen on paper you'd ever fucking meet. Okay? On paper, I'm boring. I graduated college. I went through bullshit jobs. Like, oh my god, my nose is, there's so many, like, tingles in my nose. But no, I'm the most like on paper person ever at this point in my life. After graduating college, I lived 100% legally. I am like a trying loser in the eyes of the US government. There is no record to find. I just don't like people knowing my real name. And it's not even like I don't want people knowing it, but I don't want strangers knowing it. Supporters that have been here for a long time, y'all really care about helping. Okay, cool. What's up? My name is Beep, you know? But if you're just stopping by the channel for 30 seconds, I don't want you knowing my shit. You feel me? Does that make sense? Like, if you've been here for a little bit, you might be in a Discord or whatever. You know, we done chopped it up. We've chatted a little bit. That's fine. But if you're just a random person just coming by my channel, get the fuck out of here. No, you're not gonna know that shit. I don't know you. No, and I know, but if you want to get big on YouTube, you gotta have strangers know you. They can know my username. They're not going to know my real name. There's a huge difference there. Like, I really, what? I don't want random people coming by and calling by my first name. I don't want that. That would make me quit YouTube. I swear to God. If my YouTube channel was my first and last name, I would not be on here. That would scare me every time. Like, I know myself. I know what my brain can handle. And strangers calling me by my first name, that would send me into a psychosis on video. Y'all would see me tweak on camera. I'm not kidding. Y'all would see me actually freak out being called my first name over and over and over again. No, call me Pine. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. 3 hours? 3 hours, 15 minutes? I talked for 3 hours straight? No topics. No topics. That was all me. Okay. So, I'm gonna edit the rest of my show for not Pete. Thank you. Ooh. Is that a graphic idea? The for not the P? Ooh. We still gotta work on the 1-800 crack smoke merch. The 1-800 crack smoke merch. We still gotta work on that, Butter Nugget. We gotta. Don't let me do it first. Don't let me do it first. So if I do the merch, it's gonna look terrible. If you do it, we got a fighting chance. You know exactly how I want that shit. Bud, not buddy. Come on, you know we gotta. Listen, I throw the ideas up, you catch them, you know, animate them, throw them back, and then I apply pressure with it. You know the dynamic, all right? You know the dynamic. You know what we gotta do. I still got graphic. Also, if you think that Butter Nuggets graphics won't be used on the new channel, I have some shit that I have to film tomorrow that is so like, is so layered. It's gonna take me probably a week to edit it the way I want. It's probably gonna take me a week to edit it because Butter Nugget dropped some shit on me in January, and I said, "Oh, I'm gonna hold on to this. I'm gonna hold on to it, and you don't even know what I'm about to do with it." He said, "Bro, just do what you gotta do with it." It's a fire concept. I said, "It's a fire concept." I didn't even think of the concept. I just got the random file of shit. I'm like, "Oh, you got it. You got it." So I'm filming tomorrow for this. I have to do audio selection tonight. Let's just say I have to do audio selection. I have to figure out how I'm gonna edit it tonight. You don't even know. I have to plan how I'm gonna edit this project. It's more than I can do at once. I have to plan out every piece. Boy, how you gonna make Leland videos? He ain't make a video in a long time. I don't give a fuck. All right? When you're me, you don't need inspiration from other people. You got inspiration up here. I've had this idea for 7 months. I just didn't know how to execute it. Now, I do so much studying for these videos, you have no clue. All right, have good days, have good nights, and make sure your family knows you love them. This has been Pineapple from Broke House Radio, wishing you a good night. I'm starving. I'm like, I need food. I'm wishing you a good night, a happy departure, and I will see you here tomorrow. I'm starving, bro. I need something.